Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Yeah, Pete, I'm ready. You want to know why? Because you cut my intro, bro. You cut my intro.
It wasn't ready yet.
It was good.
It wasn't ready yet.
It was good.
It was good. It needs work.
Dub, don't shake your head. It was good. I even took the poster down.
It's good, but it needs work.
I even took the poster down. You
did.
Okay. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. All right, Pete saved you all another week for me singing, so that sucks because that was fucking would have been brilliant. Oh, 10 seconds up. 10 seconds are up. Thanks a lot, Pete.
Yeah, everybody put a thank you to Pete in the chat, please.
Do not put
you don't know what I saved you from.
Yeah, but just know. Thank you to Pete.
Just know.
Sure. Thank you to Pete. Should we put him at number one? Okay, we'll do that.
Zing!
What's Forrest Gump's password? One Forrest shit! one Forrest one!
Ring the bell!
Bro, wow.
That is the awesomest dad joke I've heard in a while, dude. Thank you, Ed, for that.
Right? Oh my God, coming out right off the bat, like first comment.
I love the. You guys ever? You probably don't because I don't know what you guys watch on the YouTubes, but whatever. But like, you ever watch? They got these two dudes, and they sit with coffee cups, and they try to tell dad jokes and make each other laugh.
Sort of like a staring contest, but with bad jokes.
No, they're good jokes. But like, yeah, they just sit there.
Well, I'm saying they're still trying, almost like the insults.
If you ain't watching that on YouTube, I don't know what the fuck you're watching. All right,
schoolyard insult.
JT.
I watched Yelena Belova cook things.
The girl, the Black Widow.
Yeah, she cooks things. I watched that
cooking show.
Mm-hmm.
On the YouTubes.
I'm intrigued. I do watch this guy, Habitual something or another, and it's funny. He does like all these like I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that because people are gonna people take it the wrong way. But he pretends he's in the military and he runs certain systems, and it's funny. It's really funny. GT Key Comics, high thumbs up. Stick Boy at Ed. I thought it was one got to pee.
I
got to pee. That's a one though.
Yeah, but I think it's to stand for the I.
It's a password.
Yeah, that's how you
my passwords are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's amazing. The same combination of my luggage.
It's tax. Hey sticks, stay sticks. That's his only fan. Oh my gosh. Jedi. What do we got here? Jedi became a diva of the set of Ahsoka, and they cut his scenes as a result. Might have happened. Joe Doolins. Make sure you check it out. Joe Doolins on that hit new show, the CBSI Top 10, presented by Rennavision, and on Grumpy or Old Men. We get to see how big of a pervert Joe is. Joe, 14
Joe pulling double duty on Friday.
It's tack night. Okay, yippee yippee for tech. No. Yippee yippee for
Mr. Falcon.
Yeah. What?
That's the TV edit. It's yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Oh, okay.
You've never seen the TV edit?
No.
It's the most hilarious thing ever. Mr. Falcon.
I think it's just no. You know how like you listen to a song and it's on the radio, and in your head, especially if you got kids, you're like, oh shit, they just said a swear word. But they didn't say the swear word. It just plays in your head with the swear word. I think that's the same way when I watch Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of swearing in it, but I mean, I think I hear it. So that's all I'm saying. Thanks, Pete. In my force. I don't know what that means. Thanks, Pete.
He thanked me in his Forrest Gump voice.
Sorry. Okay.
For saving him from your.
Oh! Look what Sarth. Yeah. Okay. Good job, Sarah. Hey everyone, hope you're feeling better.
Delirious.
I got some in the box. Huh?
That was the delirious.
It is the delirious shit. That's why I didn't highlight it. I just said, look what he has. I didn't. Speaking of people, hey, speaking of another person from that hidden new show here, Rennavision, CBSI Top 10. Kingdom of Nerds, good to see you. Remember for hanging also on SNS, really making it good over there. And check him out on his own channel, where if you missed on Monday, I think he had a special guest.
No, just one of the few. Bruce has all kinds of guests, but I was there too. It was a lot of fun.
I have to watch his show to know what happens there, but maybe I will one day. All right, TMNT, cool guy. Hey, thanks for all the Ahsoka stuff. Hello. BK, what's up? Marco takes the meds after the show, not before. Actually, it's kind of right. I'll actually have a question for you later on, I guess. But no, I'll ask you now. Okay, when you get antibiotics, especially if you get a Z-Pack, and you take the Z-Pack right away to try to feel better, right? But then the next day, do you take, when you wake up, do you take the Z-Pack, or do you take it when you go to bed, hoping that the antibiotic will help you while you rest?
It's once a day, every 24 hours. So whatever time you took the first one, that's what time you take the next one.
Right. But let's say you went to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
You ain't, nobody goes to the fucking doctor's office at 7 if you're going in for, I've been coughing.
I know, whatever you time you went to the doctor's office. Whatever time
so it'd be like 3 o'clock, right? 3 o'clock. You get it. You call up the old Meyer, dude, your pharmacy is ready. And then they called you another one. Your codeine syrup is ready. And you're like, cool, purple drink. And then the next thing you call, and you're like, hey, could you just call me when they're all ready? And then you get them. And then you go home and you mix the purple drink with the antibiotic. And there you go, right? 4 or 5 o'clock. Or 3 o'clock. But
whatever time it is.
No, you wait, right? The next day you wait. Because you feel a little better.
Till that time the next day.
No. You wait another couple hours still before you go to bed, like another 5 hours.
What are you trying to straighten
for your first one?
Well, because if you sleep, don't you feel if you sleep, if your body's in inactivity, the medicine will work better? Yes?
I don't know.
If that's what works for you, then that's what you should do. But if there's no hard and fast rule, I personally would take it the minute I got home.
I took the 2. Z-Pack works 2-1-1-1.
Yeah. I
took 2 as soon as I got home. That was 3 o'clock. And then the next day, I was feeling a little bit better the next day, so I took it at 3 again. But the next day, I was like, man, I'm feeling better. I'm going to take this at nighttime so my body can rest.
No, it's kept the rhythm
3 o'clock.
Of it.
3 o'clock. You got to keep that in your system the whole time. Because then from 3 o'clock to the time you went to bed, that medicine was reduced in your system. And so you're not helping you're the one that's messing up the antibiotic system, where you're making them resistant because you're not taking them the right way.
No, I mean I'm feeling 100 times better.
Of course, but you're still supposed to keep taking it.
Yeah, and you would have been feeling 200.
I am just like 3-4 hours later.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right. Well,
keep the rhythm of it. That's the point. That's why it's a cycle.
Please.
So BK is agreeing with you. So what does that tell you? Take that for what.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I think you should just listen to us.
That's not because me and BK once a show agree. So this is the one time we're going to agree today. So that makes sense.
Okay.
If that helps you sleep at night.
Yeah.
It does.
That's between you and BK.
I can't believe they still give out codeine with cough syrup.
Not automatically.
No, you had to be really bad off to get that. You don't always get that.
No, I didn't. I was bad, but I could hardly talk, but like I wasn't that bad. Not bad enough to get codeine with cough syrup. And then the person made a mess up. She's like, you need to take this. She's like, make sure you take this with so I have back problems. I have a muscle relaxer. I got tramadol.
Take this all at the same time.
She said, make sure you take this with all this stuff. And I was like, what? And you saw the pharmacist. I've never seen this dude sprint so fast. He sprinted over. He's like, absolutely, dude. I go, I don't even think I'm gonna take this stuff, bro. Like, we'll be good. Yeah. So kind of funny. It was so funny, dude. Oh my god, you should have seen her. She was freaking out. I thought it was hilarious. Oh man. He's like, yeah, you seem like you know what you're doing. All right. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, I thought but I will tell you, I thought they got rid of that. Because people don't use that stuff, right? They don't use them like codeine and stuff, right? So I thought they just got rid of it, but I guess not. All right, Dub, let's get into other news. That codeine, you can still do purple drink.
There's no codeine in the news today.
Let me run the thing. Oh, our new HR is watching.
Oh yeah, I heard we do have a new HR. Oh yeah. Congratulations for the promotion there, Bruce. You can trust the buffet cook on how. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So BK is a buffet cook?
Why do you think he's always so mad at me?
I don't know. Oh, because you make fun of buffets. Oh, hey, that makes sense. Yeah.
I like buffets.
Oh, HR is here.
See, I told you.
HR is here. We don't want a pizza party, bro. No pizza parties, dude.
Pizza party does not equal promotions.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's talk about the news real quick. Top stories, and you know what our top story is. We've been talking about it every week in the past. I don't know. It feels like 175 days.
Well, 175.
The writer's strike officially ended at 12:01 a.m. this morning.
Did they pay them their money?
They paid them the money. They gave them things that they wanted. Protection over the use of AI.
Oh man, I think somebody called that a long time ago.
Again, this is the writers. We still got to deal with the actors.
Yeah, still got to deal with the actors. It's just the writers.
That's
they have a meeting next week. That's a next week thing. So AI can't be used in writing or ideas. There's agreements in place. I don't know exactly. I read them, but they were a little confusing with the wording that was in there. I didn't want to misspeak about it. So there's rules on what AI can be used and cannot be used. There's protection in the writers' rooms of how much they can be expected to work in what amount of time and what they have to get done. They can't give them like 4 hours and be like, all right, write this whole season of the show. You got 4 hours to do it.
Sounds like we're getting better quality writing then.
Yep. And then streamers will pay residuals for the first time.
Ooh!
So that's a big one. So they will be getting money for residuals when stuff gets streamed on the various streaming networks.
Are we just gonna get? Are we just
better reporting so we know?
Are we just gonna get rid of cable at this point and just have like everything's gonna be streamed? Because they stream your cable anyway. So like, are we just? I mean, it's just gonna there's gonna be no more commercial free streaming, right? Like in 5 years.
Unless you pay for it.
We're just gonna get uber targeted ads. It's just gonna be uber target. It's gonna be like YouTube on crack, right?
You just notice it's all just going backwards, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's going right back to where it was.
Right.
Yeah, it's
like everybody's on cable. We put all the channels in one place, and then it's like, oh, now we're giving you all these options to stream. You don't need TV, just stream. Hey,
I haven't had
streaming channels in one place.
I haven't had cable since at least 2015.
Dude, what happens? Let me ask you this. Copyright this right now. This is official 100% copyright because we're going to do it here. What happens when Rennavision starts College Red Zone?
College Red Zone, huh?
Where all we do for subscription is just show you when teams are about to score, like NFL Red Zone.
That would be tough.
It would be, but you could do it on multiple
channels. There's so many games.
Yeah, but you could do it like the Vegas style thing, and then just do it per conference, right? So you could do it per conference, and if you
have to do it per conference because
you do it, but then game over, because people don't. I mean, there's tons of people that cheer for football have no clue about what's going on in the game or how the game of football is played whatsoever. Like not even the easiest of things. It's like oh, I know karate because I had a black belt when I was 6, like that type of player. You know what I mean? Like, or I sat on the bench, gave the water boy, or the people that just play fantasy football. But for gambling purposes, it's absolutely amazing, and it speeds up the game, which is why the red zone does so well. So let's start our college football red zone right now. Let's get rich, bitches, so the rest of you can be like me.
I don't know karate.
Problems, though. You got to do multiple nights and days. Because college just isn't one day. You got like Friday night games. You got Saturday. You got some playing longer off Thursday here and there.
That's okay.
I know, I'm just saying.
That's okay because we'll be breaking in so much money that we'll hire it out.
We just have to focus on the Saturday. I think the Saturday would be the goal.
Anything you can gamble for.
Yep, I'm in. Let's go. All right, moving along. Let's talk about the box office, huh?
I
can't guess because this was spoiled for me by Bruce on Monday.
Okay.
So
I don't watch. So was The righteous movies out there. Equalizer 3, the threequel. Is it number 1?
No.
I don't even know what movies are out.
The Nun 2 is
I don't
number
watch
1
any of those. This shit I don't
They're all
watch.
the same, but
for
this
the
was already out.
third week in a row.
Oh, it beat Expendables. Wasn't this Expendables first week?
It was I believe it was the Expendables first week.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
It's
mighty?
like if you keep repeating the same shit over
Was it? Yeah.
and
Wait,
over
was it ever that mighty?
and over again. Well, I mean, whatever.
There was no
not that
John
bad.
Wick. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not John Wick.
Fair.
No.
Haunting in Venice was in third place.
You want to see that?
Everything was dropped off. This was like one of the worst
That's awful
weekends of the year. Yeah, the best movie was 8.6, and Barbie's still holding in that top 5 with 3.2. So it's not a huge weekend for movies.
Not at all. This is like the old days.
What kind of shit movie is this?
What?
Nun 2.
Oh, I don't know. It's like The Conjuring, and those. It's another one of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're into that, supernatural horror kind of thing.
Yeah,
that time of year.
What number is this? What number Expendables is this, BK? Since you follow Expendables
Expendables.
It's number 4 in the title. So
It's in the name. There's a 4 instead of an A.
Dude, the lights went out on Neon Dion, bro.
No, he just played a ranked team.
Hey, Reef.
Played a real team.
Yeah. Dude, that pack is crazy. Well, we're not going to get into football.
All right, moving along. So cartoonist Joe Matt, who was known for, it was called, oh darn it,
Peep Show.
Peep Show. That's what it was. Yep. So he passed away suddenly. Like he was found at his desk. Apparently he had a heart attack while he was drawing. Yeah, he had been having heart pains previously, and he didn't want to go to the doctor, probably because he didn't have any kind of coverage or didn't want to pay the bills, and so he didn't go. And
okay, well, sometimes people just don't go to the doctor because they just don't go to the doctor.
Yeah,
I mean, I got fucking primo insurance and everything like that, and I was sick for 2.5 weeks because I just was working too much. So, sometimes that happens. But go to your doctor, folks. Come on, you don't want to be like this. This is sad.
Yeah.
That's sad, dude.
It's a shame.
He was 60 years old, and like I said, it was very unexpected that he passed away. He barely turned 60.
Yeah, 60's not that far away.
Nope. Moving along.
Sarah, you're right. He has played for about 35 years. He's also fucking throwing dives, bro. He's doing between him and what's his name, the guy with P over at Washington. Holy hell, man! That pack is something else. Go ahead.
James Gunn has told us now that this writer strike is over, he's all over the Twitter, and nothing is canon for DC until Creature Commandos comes out next year. Which I will say, Marco has been telling us this for the past year, that none of these movies matter, and they've screwed themselves over by saying none of these movies matter because nobody cares about these movies, because James Gunn now says none of this stuff is canon and it doesn't matter. He did say that
it is not okay to be confused. Your job, this is the problem I have with the Soka show. Your job as an entertainer is not to confuse motherfuckers. This ain't Unusual fucking Suspects, bro. This is fucking entertainment. Don't try. Oh yeah, The Usual Suspects. This
not the unusual ones either.
Either one. This is not that bullshit. You aren't that good of a writer. Stop trying to be fucking confusing because you're not good. Dude, then stop saying this. You're just flushing DC down a hole. And by the way, now that the writers stopped, so
I will admit,
Aquaman's coming out 23rd, so you just...
That's what I'm saying. Aquaman still has to come out. It doesn't make sense. Don't say... Just wait till after Aquaman. Then you can
He keeps saying it. He says it before every fucking show. He said it right before Flash. Now watch. You're going to see somebody else. You're going to see, Phelps come out and be like, Aquaman 3 is the best movie I've ever seen. And people are like, why is Michael Phelps saying that shit? I guess it must be okay. But like, just like Tom Cruise before fucking Blue Beetle or Flash or whatever the fuck that shit was. No, it had to be Flash because Tom Cruise is crazy. He jumped on the couch. Flash, crazy because he threw a fucking chair allegedly at somebody. You know what I mean? Or maybe he did.
It's just like a tick. It's like before I kicked the habit of smoking cigarettes, I'd always say, all right, I'm going to quit after this one. It's like after this one. So it's like every movie he's going to be saying, all right, none of this matters after this. But every movie he's got to just keep saying it over and over.
Yeah,
like right before the movie comes out. It makes yeah.
Penix did play for like 20 years.
The movie's coming out, and all of a sudden you're just.
I tell you this.
Movie
Nobody listens to me. I tell you this every time he's doing this. Nobody listens. Yeah. Nobody listens.
Maybe it's because he wants to lower the expectations for his. So it's like, man, look how shitty they were before I got here.
John Carter wasn't all the movies bad.
Before they came out. Still, might have been better.
So. He did say that Amanda Waller, the Blue Beetle, and Peacemaker, all three of the actors could be continuing their roles.
Yep.
Some of the things may tie into previous DC projects, some of them may not. It's all up in the air because, quote unquote, nobody knows what's going to happen.
So who cares?
Just make the movie.
Wait, what happened to that? Why did we go back? Why are we showing Aquaman 2?
Because it was tied in with the previous.
It was tied in with the slide. Still coming
That's
out.
what I was saying. Like he said that, and Aquaman 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Shit, I already thought there was 2 Aquaman. There's only been one fucking Aquaman movie.
Yep, just the one.
Holy fuck! How long ago was that?
A few years now.
All right, moving along.
It was horrifying having fucking nuns as grade school teachers too, man. Bro, I ain't lying. Go have some dude. Back in the day,
they weren't that bad,
dude. I saw our left fucking tackle in 6th grade. I saw a nun who was all of 4'8". Grab that dude, slam him up against one of them steel metal cabinets that they used to have in there, you know, the filing cabinets, and lift the dude off the ground. Yeah, dude, they were scary as shit.
Making stuff up.
No, I swear to God. Swear to God. No, our nuns were crazy at the school I went to, dude. They would punch you. Yeah. Man, I didn't go. Every school I went to, like everybody was Golden Gloves. All the priests at the high school I went to, Golden Glove champs. All of them. Not one wasn't. And then the nuns were just like, the nuns were psycho, man. Well, not all of them. Only the ones that wore habits. We had actually 2 New Age nuns that were kind of cool. But the rest of them, yeah, they beat the Sister Dorothy would walk around with a fucking metal ruler. And if she thought you even looked funny, and you know how metal rulers are? So what she learned was this. Those metal rulers were long, right? And she learned if she whipped it back like this and then smacked it, it gets that, centrifugal force.
Walking around like a stick in their eye.
So you don't got to be 10 feet tall when you're taking a 6-foot
ruler. Mavune.
Yeah, dude. And it'd slice your ear. You'd always have a cut. And then like the back of the head, because it hits you, you'd have a cut, but it'd be under your hairline. So when the bleeding stopped, how you go show your parents you're cutting? And if you did that anyways, it'd be like, well, why are you mouthing off to a sister? And you're like, I didn't even do nothing. Crazy bitch just hit me with a fucking 6-foot metal ruler. How does that even make sense, bro? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Y'all didn't go to those schools, man. I'm telling you.
I did not go to those schools. I definitely did not.
Yeah, dude, those nuns. Dude, the nuns are crazy, bro. Go ahead. They were crazy. Look at the chat. The chat knows.
The fuck is this now?
We've had trailers released for Mary Had a Little Lamb and 3 Blind Mice.
Is anybody watching this bullshit?
Well, it's going to go straight to digital and DVD, so I don't know. I mean, nobody's going to the theater.
Yeah, I'm about as intrigued as I was for that murdering Winnie the Pooh movie with Piglet.
Yeah. So this is all... October 3rd for Mary Had a Little Lamb and 3 Blind Mice, October 17th. There are definitely trailers out there if you wish to see them. They're distributed by Uncorked Entertainment.
Yeah, they need to put the cork back in that bitch.
Let's talk about the streaming news.
AOA. Your Florida, if fucking Florida had nuns, that place would be cleaned up in a second, dude. They don't fuck around, bro. That's why you don't see nuns no more. They fucking
Pretty
people
sure
just
they
want to
have
fuck
nuns
around
in
too much.
Florida.
They ain't got nuns no more. No, there ain't no nuns. I
Pretty
ain't
sure
seen a
there are
nun.
nuns down there.
I ain't seen a nun in like 30 years, bro. There's no more nuns. Dude, that's why everybody's fucking around all the time. You bring nuns back, ain't nobody fucking around anymore. Nobody.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
No, I'm telling you.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
if you
the
let
nun gonna do?
I think
hey,
I think we
you
need
don't
Bruce's
know. That's what I'm
disclaimer over
telling
here.
you. You don't know about nuns.
More you
I'll
know.
tell you this. You know they got that show Purge? If you do Purge with nuns, oh, fuck. That's all you have to do. You just give them one day where nuns get to do whatever the fuck they want.
But
Like,
only
they get to cheat.
nuns?
Yeah, only nuns. And they get to act like it's every place is a school. So, like, every place, like, if you let nuns run wild, right? Like, act like they do in schools.
That sounds like a different show.
No, act in the 70s and 80s. Not like that. But if you let them act like they did in the 70s, 80s in like private school, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Everybody be acting real right. Dude, they made people left-handed right with their right hand. There's a bunch of people right-handed. They're left fucking handed, bro. That's like some fucked up shit. Think about that.
We should probably stop talking about this because this conversation is going to go down a path that we don't need it to go down.
It is streaming. We don't need to keep talking.
Yeah.
Hey, we're taking this all with a grain of salt. We're entertainment. Where's our HR?
But then again, once the next movie comes out, it's nun purges. Then we're gonna be pretty upset. Somebody took my
Oh yeah, we're definitely suing when they. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because when people steal and copy, and they just copy stuff all the time and just take it from you, if that really happened, there's something called the law. You could try to sue them if you want. If what you're saying is the truth, you know what I mean? If people are stealing your stuff, if that's really happening.
Yeah.
Cherokee metal.
It's got to be true. It's got to be true before any.
Yeah, it's got to be true. You can't just. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. But if it's true, feel free. Feel free.
Yeah.
Feel free.
On to streaming news.
On to streaming news. Here we go. Talk about Masters of the Universe Revolution.
See, people would watch that shit, dude.
He-Man versus Scareglow and a little.
Hold on. How fucked up is it that Planet fucking Arizona Comics walks into us talking about nuns running the street and hitting people with fucking metal rulers, dude? What is wrong with our show? I don't even know. Go ahead, Scareglow, go. Look at the chat. Look at the chat he walked into.
I think Planet Arizona went and saw Forrest Gump yesterday.
Go ahead.
Oh, not Forrest Gump, Truman Show. It was the 25th anniversary of the Truman Show, and it made me feel really old.
Oh my god! Come on, dude. This is funny, dude. It's funny.
Rennavision does not condone the abuse of nuns.
No, I'm not. Nuns will abuse people. Yeah,
abuse of anyone.
Everybody.
All right, we're on Scareglow now.
Diedrich Bader, Melissa Benoist. Is that Supergirl?
Supergirl.
Yeah. Liam Cunningham, Keith David, Mark Hamill, Lena Headey. That's Cersei. Yep. Griffin Newman, William Shatner, Tiffany Smith, Tony Todd, and Chris Wood are all going to be in this animated series. Sometime next year. We haven't gotten a date, but they gave us a little teaser. This is what Scareglow looks like, and I don't remember Scareglow looking like this. So, and hopefully there's a glow-in-the-dark figure coming.
Matt, completely inappropriate, by the way.
He's just a big Sally Field fan.
Yeah. Okay, Scareglow looks sweet.
Netflix has given us a trailer for The Legend of Lara Croft. So this is going to be set in the same continuity as the last couple video games. 2013, there was Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and it's going to be done by the same people who are doing the Castlevania Powerhouse animation.
It'll be good then.
Haley Atwell is doing the Lara Croft voice sometime also next year. Yep, Agent Carter. More Netflix news. All of a sudden, Netflix has a whole bunch of news for us. Scott Pilgrim has given us a preview. So this is based on a Brian Lee O'Malley graphic novel.
Just like
Michael Cera, Aubrey Plaza, Kieran Culkin will all be reprising their roles.
Wait, is that person related to Macaulay?
Yeah, it's his little brother.
Wait, his little brother's name's what now?
Kieran.
Oh, the fuck.
He's the one who was drinking all the Pepsi wet in the bed.
Yeah. Take it easy on the Pepsi, Fuller.
Yeah, and then that was his little brother in Home Alone. It was cousin in Home Alone, but his little brother in real life was
Yeah,
playing his
okay.
cousin.
I understand he has a little brother in real life. What's his name again?
Kieran Culkin.
Holy
He's
fuck.
on that the what's that HBO show with the
Kieran
everybody loves-
Culkin, huh? Daddy gave him a girly name.
What's the HBO show? Everybody used to watch it with the business and the family. Can't think of the name of it because I didn't watch it.
Succession.
That's it. Succession. Thanks, Joe.
The only reason I know that is because Joe said it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember it. Anyway,
yeah, he's going to be in there. And all 8 episodes will be dropping on November 17th.
yeah, because he was his roommate in the movie.
What the hell's
More successful brother. Oh.
He is the more successful brother now.
Also on Netflix will be the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Both the movies, Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2, are currently on Disney Plus and will be moving to Netflix starting October 1st. Although I don't know, I couldn't figure out if they were going to be leaving Disney Plus
and Rory.
Or just be on both.
Yeah, or if they're going to be on both. I was
like
going to be on
Disney
both.
Plus that long.
Yeah, it's been a few months, like over the summer. So if you don't have Disney Plus for whatever reason and you want to watch these on Netflix, there you go.
Now you can.
Now you can watch them in both places.
You're right. Everything is going back to the way it was. Just everything.
Dune.
Ooh, yes.
The Dune movie is moving also to Netflix. It's only been on Max so far, and starting October 1st, you'll be able to watch it on both places because I don't think Max is losing.
Oh,
this is
I thought
movie.
part 2 was going to be there. It's
no. Well,
I still
no.
haven't. Okay, can I ask you guys a question? Has anybody gone back to Max now that they changed it to Max? Because I haven't even relogged back in.
Yeah, not for much.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that I've watched recently on Max.
The
I
Lord
was
of the Rings
watching
movies
South
still
Park. Yeah, I was watching South Park, and I was watching. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
That's Rick and Morty's there. The extended editions of Lord of the Rings are there.
Yeah, I saw those already.
Go check out Peacemaker if you haven't watched all of Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, Peacemaker I watched there. Yeah, that's the last thing I watched on Max.
Oh, Hard Knocks. That's right. Yeah, there you go, Matt. I did just watch Hard Knocks there recently.
I didn't watch Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks is fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Who was the team this year?
Jets.
Yeah, congratulations.
The Aaron Rodgers.
Congratulations on having Aaron Rodgers.
All 4 plays.
That's awesome.
Moving on to Max, Detective Night Country will be premiering January 2024. So
they're still doing True Detectives?
They are. I saw something about this a while ago. Yeah, it's been a little while.
It's been a while.
So they had dropped us a brand new teaser and images, and gave us a date. This is season 4, right?
Yeah, I think it's the 4th one.
Yeah, that first one. I mean, after that, the second one I didn't like so much, and I don't think I watched the third one.
Third one was pretty good. I like
which one. Who was in the third one?
I don't know.
The third one was with Mahershala Ali and
gotcha.
Stephen Dorff.
Okay, yeah.
Who I haven't seen in forever, but he was actually pretty good in it.
But that one with Woody Harrelson and
that was the first one.
Matthew. Oh man, that one was just awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
I know people didn't like the second one. I didn't have problems.
It was okay. It just wasn't. It had a different vibe. I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah, 3 was really good.
I'll go back and watch it. I remember starting to watch it, and then I think I lost HBO around that time, and then I never went back and watched it anymore. So.
Also, 2, which was good, that was coming around that time. Did you guys ever watch Fargo?
Oh yeah. Well, I
watched the movie.
Like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, there's a couple seasons.
But I just can't keep up. I just don't have enough free time to watch all these shows.
Yeah, I would like to watch it. It's good.
Well, yeah, Fargo was good from what I did watch.
Fargo was real dope.
Just another reminder of something else I got to go back to watch. Just like Sandman. I'll get to it before season 2.
Yeah, you'll have some time.
I just
talk about some comics.
You watched The Witcher.
I haven't watched that yet either.
So Agatha Harkness has a brand new dark spoiler alert for today's comics. So the Darkhold, which has always been a book, but now it's a little kid.
Oh Jesus!
Yep, this kid's name
And
is
we make
Darkhold.
stuff stupider than dumb.
Just a year ahead of the TV show coming out. Now we've made the Darkhold kid, and Agatha Harkness has something to
I
do
like
with
his
it.
pantaloons too. This is great. Thanks. This is exactly what I needed.
Yeah, well, these pantaloons are probably going to make an appearance in a television show.
No, they're probably not.
I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
That was appropriate use of that clip.
That was perfect.
My uses are always appropriate.
No, not always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Goldberg is the world's greatest
Then-
wrestler.
That's good. Who? No. Oh, who
That
the
was
fuck?
not the first appearance. We had
Was I
a whole
watching-
series of pantaloons.
Dude,
remember?
no. I need to get the shirt. I think I was watching Julian Edelman on what's the Kelsey Brothers show?
Don't know. I don't watch Kelsey Brothers.
I don't know. They have something, right? Don't they have a podcast or
Yeah,
something?
something Heights. Yeah. How did you guys not watch that? Shit is. You guys
I don't
watch
have
garbage.
time. I'm too
Well,
busy
instead of watching
making
this
content.
shitty TV stuff you guys watch, well, no, they.
I don't
just
watch
use
that
mini
much
clips.
shitty TV.
They do these mini clips. You can have it on in the background. Anyways, he's wearing a Goldberg shirt. I was like, oh shit, I need to get that shirt. Like a Goldberg championship shirt. It's fucking amazing, dude. Anyways, go ahead.
I mean, it's bad enough I got to watch like 8 hours a week of shitty wrestling that I just can't stop.
See, that's why if you didn't watch that, you could watch.
Yeah, I got to
the
watch
Kelsey
3 hours of
Brothers.
Raw, 2 hours of
No,
SmackDown,
see,
2
that's
hours
what
of
I'm saying.
NXT.
Fuck that stuff. No. Watch the Kelsey Brothers, and then watch. Let me see what that guy's name is. That guy's funny. Okay, go. And then watch
Julian
the dads
Edelman?
tell. What's the dads tell dad jokes? That's all you gotta do.
Oh, your dad joke thing. Well, you can find
Yeah.
that later.
No, I'm not gonna find. There's something else that I watch. That's good. All right,
And
go
it's
ahead.
One Piece. That's another show I got to watch. My son keeps asking, "Can we watch One Piece?" I'm like, "Shit."
Is that the
today.
thing that's got the little squid thing or something or whatever on it?
No,
I
it's
think
good
my kids
games.
accidentally watched it. No. It's like a little blob with big eyes.
I
That
don't
could
know.
go a lot of
Watch
different
it.
directions.
I know there's a
Dick
sequel.
Tracy is set to return to comic books in March 2024 from Mad Cave Studios.
Dude,
Back in
I have been
2017, these people
waiting
were
for
supposed
this.
to. They were supposed to relaunch, and
Just don't
something
let Frank
happened with
Miller
the
get a
rights.
hold of it.
But Dick Tracy initially appeared in Detroit Mirror newspaper all the way back in 1931.
That's why he's one of the best.
Created by Chester Gould, and known as Plainclothes Tracy.
That's why everybody
and-
loves this. Loves him.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? And so the book
Not because of
number
Madonna
one
and Warren Beatty.
No, it's because he's first in Detroit Mirror newspaper.
makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, absolutely. For the great
it
state
was-
of Michigan.
Mad Cave Studios will be releasing this in March 2024. It's Mad Cave has had a good history of remaking some classics. Nice. Planet Arizona.
New Heights. That is the name of the show, New Heights. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, moving along. We got some quick toy. Well, we're gonna go through them quick. A bunch of slides for quick. Last Friday, I believe, we had Hasbro PulseCon.
We did.
I
Um,
thankfully kept my wallet in my pocket.
Yeah, the boys covered some of the stuff that Star Wars had come out. There was announcement.
No, we pretty much said it's shit and made fun of it, but yeah, fair
Okay,
enough.
well, that's the coverage. That's
Did like
fine.
the GI Joe stuff, but
Yeah, there was GI Joe stuff. There was Power Ranger stuff.
some
They spent
Transformers.
a lot of time on Transformers or Magic the Gathering and Transformers. I chose to just give us some Marvel coverage. So I let you know what they're doing in Marvel Legends.
All right.
All right,
So
do it.
here are new versions of Vision and Justice.
Is Justice doing the Superman dance?
Yeah, they're all just they're
Oh
flying
my
poses.
God.
Crystar.
We have Chris
That's
Star
such garbage. Nobody
and
wants that.
Namor. These are all comic book based. They're not this
Fucking
line was
Namor?
specifically all comics. So
Oh,
Chris Star, we
Namor's
saw
crazy.
pictures of some of these at from San Diego Comic-Con coverage, and I know I've shown a picture of that Chris Star before.
Yeah, I'm probably buying that Crystar.
Namorita and a new comic based Black Panther.
We already had one that looked like that. I think I have it somewhere. It's
Yeah,
that big ass
with-
clamshell.
No,
like
that's not the
old
same
school
one.
The cape and everything.
plastic. Yeah, it had that whole vibe from the 1999. I think that's what that run was from. The Christopher Priest run. Or was it the original Hud run?
Habitual Light Crosser. Check it out.
Power
Habitual Light
Princess.
Crosser.
Power Princess as
Huh?
well.
Really?
I
Power
don't know if she's been
Princess?
around that long, but I guess she. Hey, You know,
She's been along for a while, yeah.
She's been
There you
around
go.
for a while. She's just
There
a
you go.
repainted Wonder Woman, but sure.
So here are the packaging for
Why
all
are
of
they
these.
doing Power Princess?
Hey, Windows! We got Windows.
I
Why?
don't know.
Why are we doing Power Princess?
I don't. They didn't
Why
tell
are we
me
doing
why.
Kristen?
These are comic book
She
based figures.
she was in that when they did Heroes Reborn. She kind of was in that.
Yeah, she is. She's in Heroes Reborn all the time. But like,
Oh,
why?
so they could sell comic books and do their Justice League knockoffs. I don't know.
No, I mean, what? There, nobody's. Whatever.
So you can buy them on clearance.
We're in a lot of covers.
So they will be available to pre-order on 10/3 at 1 p.m. Eastern time, most
You
likely,
know who Justice is?
and some other places.
Justice was also part of that group, the group that's got Miss Marvel, where they did that show. What the hell is the name of the
Those
show?
are New Warriors, right?
Yeah, he was New Warriors, but there's that show.
My
what
question
was
is,
it
why is
called?
Crystar hanging with the crew here?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense either. He was with that show. There's a cartoon that he did where it was Squirrel Girl, Miss Marvel were on the team.
Oh,
was
yeah. That was
Justice was on the team. So was what's the guy's name with the bald head that dresses like Captain America, but he's not. Is it what's his name? His name isn't Justice. His name is something else.
guy with the bald head who dresses like Captain America.
It is not Falcon.
Major Victory? No, you're thinking of Guardians.
He's a
3000?
kid. Yeah, the Guardian or whatever. No, yeah.
You're thinking of Patriot.
Patriot. Yeah, Patriot.
Yeah.
Patriot. Yeah.
I was thinking of the future version when he had. Well, he's actually a suit, but still had a bald head.
They probably won't. This is probably your only shot at Crystar.
Yeah, if you want it, you better pick it up.
Yeah. This is the one to get. Yeah, Patriot. Thank you. Yeah, it's Patriot.
So the build-a-figure for all of these figures.
Oh, please don't be stupid as fuck.
The Void. The Void.
That's the Void?
That is the Void.
It looks like a mutated red lobster crab with extra claws.
Yep. Who wants this?
Speaking of which, my son wants to go to Red Lobster. I'm afraid to take him.
Wow. How dumb.
The Void.
Why didn't they have Sentry in the set at least? Work a Sentry in if you're going to do
What the fuck is the Void? I mean, go back to those characters.
That's what I'm saying. There's no connection.
Princess Power, no. Black Panther, no. Namor, no.
Crystar.
Crystar. That's why he's there, I guess.
Because of Crystar.
What the fuck is this?
He's got no ties to Crystar. Could have had one of the Molten Men or something like that if they had to build a figure. Molten Hot Magma.
Yeah, so I don't get it. But hey, this is what's happening. I don't make the news. I just tell you the news, and this is what it is. So
he doesn't make it. He just reports it, folks.
Yep, just letting you know what's going on. We also got some figures released from or announced from
Naked Sandman,
the Spider-Man No Way Home. So we have Matt Murdock. We have Mary Jane holding the Doctor Strange magic box.
They're just coming out with these?
They just announced them. They're not even out yet.
How old's that fucking movie? 2 years?
2.
3?
So during the stream,
they
did say that they had. I don't know what exactly this means, but they had some issues with the rights to certain likenesses of some actors and such. That's what they said. So getting the rights to do.
It don't even look like any of the fucking actors.
Well,
maybe the Mary Jane, but
Mary Jane kind of. Matt Murdock kind of looks like him.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Zendaya has such broad shoulders. That looks.
He comes with a brick. He also comes with a brick that I didn't show you the picture of.
Who comes with a brick?
Matt Murdock. Because in the movie he caught the brick.
Oh, because he catches.
Bruce, not appropriate. Aren't you supposed to be HR, Bruce? Not appropriate. Not appropriate. Fucking, you can't get.
I think we might have mishired here.
Oh boy.
100%.
We're still under the evaluation period, right?
Fucking, we don't.
All right, moving along. Guess what? We're getting all 3 Spider-Men in this run.
That looks like 2 out of the 3.
So they gave us these figures
I don't know,
already
it
in like a
looks
3-pack.
them.
It was
That
all
does not look like the last one. Toby Maguire, that doesn't look like
Yeah,
him.
that looks like him.
Nah, not as good as the other two. Sorry, Dub. We're talking about Spider-Man here. We don't
Go
care
ahead. All right. Talk about
I mean,
Spider-Man.
the English kid looks exactly like the English kid. The Andrew kid looks exactly like the Andrew kid. The third one looks
like
like
he's
an
going to the
generic
bathroom.
fucking short dude with brown hair that he combed to the right, dude.
But isn't that what he looks like anyway?
Yeah,
No,
he
he's
looks
like
enough
weird
like
looking.
him.
No?
Ah.
I don't want to know why you're grunting at the third one, dude. Just go. Please.
Because that's he was complaining, remember? Then in Garfield had to give him a little backstretch.
So they gave us a 3-pack of these figures before, but they had all had their Spider-Man had like the Spider-Man heads, and this is the first time they're giving them to us unmasked. So you already bought them once if you're a big fan. Now you get to buy them again individually. Because that's
They
why
could
I
have just told us the heads.
Or you just
They
don't
could've.
buy fucking Toby and you buy the other two ones that were good.
Huh? Or you could just not. Right. So we talked about this Green Goblin last week. That was a leak, and so they announced this is a deluxe figure, and they also announced Doc Ock, Alfred Molina Doc Ock, and those tentacles are like very bendy and superposable. You can make them stand all the way up, and like people have been wanting. I know this one, the tentacle with the posable tentacle Doc Ock.
For all you hentai fans.
There you
Is
go.
Doc Ock having a moment here?
What do you mean?
I mean, is Doc Ock like, I know, Sinister Six, but like he was kind of used to be like just but he wasn't even the most famous Doc as bad guys. You had Doc Doom, you had Doc Doom, and now
Doctor Strange.
No, yeah, I get all that. Doc Samson, yeah.
I'm just want to know where you're going with this.
But my point is, like, he was kind of like Sandman level bad villain, Spider-Man villain, right? Like, not terrible.
I don't know. He did marry Aunt May or try to marry Aunt May.
Yeah, but he wasn't Green Goblin type Spider-Man villain, Craven type Spider. But now, Doc Ock, you know what I mean? Doc Ock.
Well, he was the superior Spider-Man. So
yes, I understand that, but
he had the power of the sun in the palm of his hand.
Palm of his hands.
I'm just saying. Looks like Doc Ock's having a moment.
I mean, he was a star. He was a villain of the second movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed up in the third issue.
Big enough for that. I mean, so he's no Green Goblin. I'm not gonna say he's Green
But
Goblin.
now I think he is. I think he is now. People really like this Doc Ock from what I hear. Adjustable hand tie.
They really hurt Green Goblin. There's too much with the Gwen Stacy and then the weird twins.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Doc Ock.
The Gold Goblin and the Red Goblin and
this ain't your daddy's Doc Ock. Is all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Doc Ock, step it up there. We might have to tier list Spider-Man villains because Doc Ock, best tier.
I know a guy who might want to be on for that.
Who?
Know a guy who knows a guy.
I told you. No.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. That kid. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
He's a big Spidey guy. I'm sure he would.
All right, we'll bring him out for that.
All
right.
So I will tell you, I got late breaking news from our Marvel Legend insider, Brainbuster. He says that these figures will be going on sale tomorrow at 1:00. They will be going on pre-sale. So, late breaking news. Tomorrow at 1:00. Yeah, I didn't have time to put that in the news, but that's what he.
Pay attention.
He said that tomorrow at 1:00. Thank you to Brainbuster for giving me the late breaking.
That's really a guy's name, Brainbuster?
That's what he goes by.
It's his handle.
That's his handle. Okay. His icon is
his
the Brainbuster.
His parents didn't name him Brainbuster.
So that's like my name is Briny Stew on Xbox because it's like the generic handle they gave me. So it's kind of he got on whatever.
Well, his handle and fantasy football name is Brainbusters. So that's how I know him.
What about his AOL email address?
Yeah, his AOL email might also be Brainbusters at AOL.com.
By the way, your Yahoo Mail account has been hacked. Just to let you know. just in case you haven't figured that shit out yet, it's been hacked. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
Guess you never get back on MySpace.
Tom's not going to be your friend anymore.
What is this now?
So they, at the very beginning of the stream, they put up a poll, and you could vote for 3 different things, and one of them was first-time Marvel Legends character. They were going to show you one thing, and it was a first-time Marvel Legends character, an old character with a new head, or an exclusive character that was going to be made unexclusive or something. And during the stream, everybody allegedly voted for showing this new character, and it is Red Widow. That's what they said. I don't know.
Yeah, what did the chat say in the stream while that happened? I bet you there was a bunch of bullshit people were saying.
You can't read the chat.
You can.
It goes so fast. I'm not reading.
Yeah,
it.
no, you got to slow the chat down. You got to slow the chat speed down.
Think about it. What were the options again? A brand new figure, something that was exclusive that we could put out here, or
That's
something with a new head. What do you think people are going to vote for?
No, people want the exclusive to not be the exclusive a lot of times.
No. They
want
want
brand exclusive figure.
This won by a lot. This won by a lot, so this is the only one they showed. They didn't show the other 2. They're saving those for a later stream.
So they didn't tell you ahead of time.
No, they didn't tell you what it was.
Oh, so then everybody got pissed because they're like, "What the fuck is this? Is a brand new figure?"
Well, I mean, there was a lot of what the fuck is this?
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, so of course you'd. Oh, my bad. I misunderstood. So of course you'd vote for a new figure. Yes. But then they didn't reveal what it was. See, no, you should know Pulse is gonna fuck you. So don't do that.
What? It's
like sometimes
cords all over her.
Look, dude. Sometimes it's like, yo, man, do you want to try our special pizza, or do you want to just have fucking pepperoni? And you go, just give me the pepperoni, because you never.
But
know
it's our special pizza.
Yeah, it's our special pizza.
I made it special for you.
Before I special
it's
sauce.
Lasagna soup.
Yeah, lasagna soup. This is our lasagna soup pizza. This is our fucking meat spread pizza. Whatever that shit is where they take all the deli meats and put it together.
Anyway, this does look generic. This looks like one of the old Dynamite heroes when they go throw back to like Miss Fury.
Oh my god.
And that shit.
Who the fuck is Red Widow? I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of characters.
Maybe one of the Black Widow trainers, something like that. Yeah, something to do with
that new girl they were calling the Red Widow. Was it like
I didn't look it up, I'm not gonna lie.
I can't think of her name. She was in the Red Room and
great job.
Doesn't matter.
I'm moving along. So we're bringing back for an all new special would you eat that?
Oh boy. It's all right. We already know. Marco says no.
What's this?
So this is our special. We have a few things that are all new beverages. These are all beverages.
Come on, be more adventurous. Don't be that kid who only eats chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets
and I eat all types of stuff, but I'm not.
I know that's what I'm saying. So be open.
Whatever this horse shit is that he's gonna bring up is
your
usually
mind
processed.
To what Dub's got for us.
It's usually bullshit processed food. That's just trash. Go ahead. Let's see what you got.
Some of it has something to do with what we talk about, right? So, for example, this first one, G Fuel is releasing a new Mortal Kombat flavor and box set. Mortal Kombat 1 is a new video game that is not out yet, but is about to come out.
Does G Fuel ever go bad? I would probably buy this just for the box.
So it's a dragon fruit flavor drink, and it comes with a shaker glass and this special fancy box.
Is anybody bothered by the title? Huh? Or is it just me?
What's that?
Is anybody else bothered by the title?
Mortal Kombat 1?
Yeah, why are they calling it Mortal Kombat 1?
Yeah, that's stupid.
I don't know.
Like, even if you're restarting, nothing calls themselves like 1. Like, there's no... Like, when you start a movie franchise, yes, in the second movie, they'll put a 2 on it. But the first movie, they never call it 1 to start. Like, you're already telling me that we're getting a new one next year. So
it came out last week.
Incentivized to buy this one.
It came out last week. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was paying attention, but I've been out of it this week, so I didn't know that it came out. So,
Zaggy, how much does this cost?
East has been yelling at us to go buy this.
I'm not even supposed to be here today, so.
That's true.
How many tribal tattoos do you need to drink this?
So Anyway, so this is a drink, dragon fruit flavor. So
bitch, we're look, man. There's other games to play because somebody just had a season 6 update. I'm not playing some weird Mortal Kombat 1 remake game, dude. Hey, Zaggy, tell me how much it costs for this.
yeah, I didn't see a price for this. I had to go look for
Tastes like sweet sand. Is
Like
it grainy?
sweet.
What the shit is going on?
I don't know. Is it
How much?
grainy?
Wait, somebody just tell me. If you guys drink this, how much does this cost? I want to buy one of these. I
The
actually like
actual
the shaker
fuel,
thing.
or what is this? This one? I'll look
This
it up
thing,
for you
yeah.
after. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
All
Well,
right,
how much
moving
G-Fuel
along.
cost me?
Elements of dragon fruit mixed in, like
I
the
think it's
white and
probably all
black
the same,
dragon fruit
right?
part, or the pink part. That you're not supposed to
Elements, dragon fruit elements.
The pink-
Moving along. Mountain Dew had a the new voodoo flavor for the year. It's 5.0, and it was a mystery flavor. Then they released that it was actually cherry airheads flavor that they mixed
Oh,
into it.
$60. That's not bad.
Interesting.
So cherry airhead flavored clear Mountain Dew.
Fucking who the fuck likes the taste of Airhead?
Who likes Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that's just like if you
But I don't
know-
even know.
Regular Dew.
Yeah,
I don't like the other flavors. I just
Yeah.
like regular Mountain Dew.
you might be a crack addict if you like this shit.
But I don't get this isn't really Mountain Dew. It's just a clear soda with cherry flavor, airhead flavor
Yeah,
in it, right?
the other flavors, it gets really weird drinking things that like the watermelon one. It's some of the things you make it taste like this, but I don't want like Sour Patch Kids liquefied. It's weird. Things like, you know what I mean? Like certain things don't need
Yeah,
to
I don't
be
know. This just doesn't
translated
sound-
in this way. Like we don't need them in a breakfast cereal. We don't need them as a soda. Just let them be a candy. Just leave it alone.
Well, this is out for a limited time, so if you want it, get it during the holiday season. It's a voodoo, and it's for this version it's MTN Dew. So I didn't notice that in the other versions of Mountain Dew, but that's what it is.
And one more thing.
Yes.
Who the hell is buying the zero sugar version of an Airheads flavored soda?
I don't. Who's
I
buying
wanna
any
say,
of this
who
shit?
is the person who's like, you know what? I don't like sugar, but I really like Airheads.
The same motherfucker that shows up to your
I wanna
office
drink this soda
with a 64-ounce diet fucking pop and says, "Yeah, man, I could drink this much because it's diet." And you're like, "No, if you just drank like 10 ounces of regular pop, you fucking not have a problem, dude. You can't be drinking 68 ounces of some shit. What are you talking about, dude?"
It just baffles me. It's
Yeah,
like
I
the
don't-
time my wife said that some girl at her work brought in a vegan chicken salad, and I have no idea what could potentially be in that dish.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it can't be a
chicken.
chicken salad.
Chicken. It's CHIK''N.
But why?
That's not chicken salad. That's like you put mayos on a salad. On like
No,
Why are
it's
you
all-
trying to
it's-
make vegetables like meat?
It's
If you don't
also
like meat,
vegan.
why are you trying
It's
to make
also
your
vegan
vegetables like
chicken.
meat?
It's also vegan mayo. It's made out of pea protein and isolates.
But what? Yeah, Pete's got a good point. If you don't like the taste of meat, why would you try to eat meat?
Why are you trying to fake it?
People are very particular
They're
about
weird.
what they.
People
Well,
are
yes.
weird. It's okay.
Some
I'm
people
weird.
eat it because they don't like meat.
Weird.
Some people eat it because they think it's good for the world.
You really
No,
think
you misunderstand what he's saying. Why would you even like if you think meat is bad, if the concept of meat is bad, why then would you try to name your shit to be meat? The shit you think's bad. Like
Yeah.
if you think the
I
devil's bad,
Yeah.
you're not going to church
you
and
think you're
saying,
trying to mimic
"Hey,
the flavor, the taste,
y'all,
the
the
texture, trying to
devil's
sell
this
your
is the
friends
devil,
on
this
it?"
is the good devil." You know what I mean?
What?
You name it like a Jesus or Allah or something. You don't name the shit the devil. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
It's just a weird thing to do.
he's right. That's fucked up. That I didn't think about it. He's right. If you think the shit's bad, why would you try to name?
Why are you trying to copy it?
If you think milk is bad, why the fuck are you calling nut juice? Oh yeah, because you can't call it nut juice. That's fucking really bad. All right, my bad. That wasn't a good example. Nut juice. Yeah, I get it. And by the way, oh shit, I'm not gonna say that because that's not getting clipped. But almond oil
milk,
stuff
oat
is
milk,
good.
soy milk.
All I want to say about all of that is I don't believe in zero sugar or anything. I mean, I understand that it exists. I know that it's out there. I just don't believe that it's good, and I won't ever drink it. I'd rather not drink any of it.
Okay.
So
Well, this
that's
is all I'm
moving on.
saying.
Yeah, no,
Pete's
I
got
get
a
it.
good
It's just-
point.
I'm kind of amused sometimes when, yeah, that's your point. It's like, oh, well, it's healthier. You're eating.
And I
vegetables.
understand why. Well, two
Oh,
things.
so you're making fun of me for giving my kid dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets, but you're gonna just dinosaur-shape your vegetables. What the fuck's the difference? How do you think it's holding together? You're using the same chemical shit to hold this
Oh,
shit
yeah.
together. That's holding the
Absolutely.
meat together.
Oh, and yeah, but now that between that, we've learned two lessons. One, you're crazy if you call shit stuff that isn't, and two, we know why they don't call it nut juice. We understand why they don't call it nut juice. We get it. We get it. I was against it. I was against calling it almond milk because it's technically not a milk. But if your alternative is nut juice, yeah, I get it. Don't call it nut juice. Please don't call it nut juice.
I mean, it's called nut milk, so
What the fuck is juice? We
Well,
had
I mean-
grape drink. It was purple.
Yeah. Almond juice?
Moving
You call it
along.
almond
Apple
juice?
drink. It was green.
Almond juice
Anyway.
with vanilla?
Oh
I
boy,
had-
you're really trying to shit on Mountain Dew, aren't you?
look at this picture. What does it look like?
Piss. This looks like piss.
Piss in a
Olive
bottle.
oil?
This looks like happens when you've got
Or
a phobia
motor oil.
stopping at truck stops. So you just fucking put it in a bottle and throw it out the window, bro.
It's been a long car ride,
Long
and I'm
car ride.
dehydrated.
Baja Laguna lemonade, Mountain Dew.
What even is that mean? What does that mean?
It's just a lot of words thrown at you.
That's fucking word salad if I've ever fucking heard
Baja
it.
Laguna lemonade.
That is 100%. This word salad. Dom ain't got shit on this word salad, bro. What the? You just threw fucking words together and we're like,
He didn't
Road
throw them together.
Dew.
Mountain Dew did. Stop
Once
blaming
again,
Tom.
No, I'm
once
saying.
again, I am just bringing you what I saw out there.
the fuck is that even? What the fuck? What the Mountain Dew Basel? What the boujou? What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Okay. One more.
Oh,
One
just
more.
wait till they mix that shit and Fireball together. There you're gonna have a real treat.
Cinnamon? Ugh.
Coca-Cola Creations
Hey,
decided
Joe,
to
I don't.
use-
I don't do that. I pour it into the glass. I do stop and pour it into the grass. I don't fucking just throw piss bottles out. I'm not a heathen. Go
You're
ahead.
not a heathen.
they used AI allegedly
Oh,
to
boy.
help them create the Y3000 flavor.
Yeah, this shit's gonna kill people. This shit will kill people. This shit will kill people. What the fuck? Hey, did Coke go? Hey, remember that time, Chris? Remember that time Pepsi fucking decided to try to go to the future and they created something called Crystal Clear Pepsi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was such a big failure.
Sells for
Hey,
a lot
by
of
the way,
money.
hold my
If you
drink.
still have them, you can make some money.
Hold my drink. Hold my drink. And
They
then
got
you
Van
said-
Halen to do the theme song for it too.
Dude, I used to. So I was one of my first jobs. I worked at a butcher, and they had that shit. And then I went back in there 10 years later when they ended up going bankrupt because their accountant was funneling money. It's actually kind of a cool thing. They actually would open up this one cash register. We can talk about it later, but they still had the shit in there. Nobody had drank in a single one, so it was gross.
They still had
Anyways.
the Crystal Pepsi from 10 years ago.
Well, they're
10 years
done now.
previous?
They're all in jail. They've been in
Yeah.
jail for
I'm
like
trying
15
to
years.
work out that they actually had to explain that Y3000 is short for the year 3000. like in the explanation.
By the way, if
Is that
AI
really
created that can too, fucking AI needs some work, bro. Because that can looks like fucking shit.
It looks like it's unfinished.
What the
What it
fuck
looks
is
like.
this? What is any of this?
It's like I
Um,
need some glasses because that shit's blurry.
Somebody who tasted it described it as a bland flavor that tasted fizzy, and then it had a vague aftertaste of berries and sugar.
Good job.
What
Congratulations,
the shit you
AI.
got in your hair, boy? Is this some ultra perm?
Y'all, those fucking
just
AI
the
people.
juices and berries.
And with that,
Let me
That's
guess.
our
They just don't know how to use AI right.
no, yeah,
But
we
some
just don't know
guy
how to
lives in
use
his
it.
mom's basement's gonna fucking make it work.
Yeah, he's gonna tell us how
Tell us
because we
how
don't know
AI
what we're
works.
doing.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. Yeah.
It's
Good,
okay.
good shit. All right. Next up. So I had this brilliant intro. It was really great. It was 10 pages long. They made me cut it. So instead, I only cut one comic, and it's the best comic ever. So this is what you get, Dub.
Let me run the thing.
X-Men Days of the Future Past Doomsday.
Thing.
What?
You almost skipped over
Matt,
the
you guys
best
should
part of
take
comic reviews.
We got the thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Matt, you
The
should
intro. So
test
this way you can come back. People are like, ooh, now it's all laid out. They don't just have a jarring flash on the screen of fucking Ahab.
Hey, speaking of fucking Ahab, for those people that don't know, the character on this cover is Ahab. Real fucked up dude, but also used to run the Hounds. One of my favorite Hounds, Rachel Summers. At least Scott did something right. Ahab, for those people that don't realize it, first appearance is in Fantastic Four annual volume number 1. It's the annual volume number 1, number 23. This book I have seen recently sell for like $23 in a 9.8.
Oh, I was gonna say in a 9.8.
In a 9.8.
$23.
In a 9.8.
23 cents.
In a 9.8. In a 9.8.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
if you see this, I'm not saying that this is like, I mean, he is a pretty well-known fucking villain.
Well, just
of
point out the fact
Fantastic
that it
Four.
costs more than $23 to grade a book.
Yeah, but he also has a large past with like the Invisible Woman was one of his fucking hounds at one point. Like he has a little thing with.
He was in the first appearance of Gambit and on.
Yeah, a lot of future stuff has to do with him. What's the fucking Summers kid's name? The one that's boinking fucking Rachel Summers. What's the Franklin? Franklin.
Now Franklin was a Richards.
Yeah,
Richard.
Franklin's
He's a dick. He's dicking Summers. Yes. Yes.
He is.
He is?
Yeah. Y'all don't
Well,
read comics.
Reed's kid and Scott's kid are boyfriend and girlfriend now?
Not now.
Oh, they were?
For like a long time. They've been.
I don't remember that shit. This was like 30 years ago.
All right. Anyways, that's his first appearance. You can get 9.8s and like $50 and less.
Is he a pirate?
Well, he's kind of but he's kind of a cyborg. But that was when they had him in a ship, and then they took him out of the ship because in the beginning he was just like a head that was floating in a ship type thing, and now he has a body. But
like
actually, technically, now he's dead. In current 616, he's dead because there was this weird fucking X-Force X-Force run is the one that had Kid Cable in it. You know
Watch what you're doing with
also,
your hand because it looks like you're grabbing Boba Fett's junk.
It also had Deathlock in it. That was a weird team. It was drawn really weird too, but it was kind of a fun read. But they decapitated this motherfucker and then like sucked his brains out.
The recent what run was
that? Was
yeah, but if he was already ahead and he got decapitated, now he's ahead again. So he's still alive.
No, but he's a deadhead. No. He's
it's a dead. Yeah.
So he follows the Grateful Dead around.
Yeah.
Smokes a lot of weed.
What he can't do. Don't do your dead dance so close to the fire.
Cybernetic space pirate that was ahead.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
I'm asking. I don't know anything about this character.
Yeah, so he's a space type pirate guy from the future. Well, technically, he was from the future to hunt down mutants. He also, but that was after because before he's hunting down fucking Fantastic Four people. He was in like a fucking little floaty device type thing. He then got a cybernetic body. So all the rest of the part that you see below him is cybernetic.
You're just confusing the X-Men hater down below. That's all you're doing.
When he did that, he got what's called the Hounds. One of his hounds in one of the storylines of the future was Invisible Woman and Scott Summers. But his main hound that he's most famous for having is Rachel Summers in very, very tight outfits with a lot of spikes.
So the best thing he's ever done is that Rachel Summers worked for him.
Yes.
The best thing he's ever done is actually made a Summers very fucking cool. Like something of Scott cool.
And he had a big stick.
Yeah, he had a big stick.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You summed it up.
So here we go. This is number 3. All of a sudden, Katie, for those people that have been following us, Katie, whatever you want to call her, Shadowcat is popping out twins. And Klaus is like, oh shit. And then, you got
babies?
Forge. Yeah, she had twins.
Oh, wow. Why is everybody in
And
X-Men?
then the
always-
Nimrods start coming in, and then all of a sudden they like start capturing people and blowing shit up. But then Rachel comes. She's like, "Yeah, fuck you all." Boom, bang, zap, zoom, because she uses the psychokinetic like fucking bullshit she's got. And then all of a sudden, a couple years later, the Fantastic Four are trying to hunt her down. They're like, "Rachel, don't you remember us? You loved our son. Isn't that great?" And then she goes, boom, and blows fucking things eyeball and head. There's, it's fucking kind of sweet, dude, if you actually read the book. And then his whole head fucking blows up. They're like, "No!" And then Reed Richards gets turned into a little
poor
bitch boy
Ben.
he is. Yeah, Ben's gone. And then all of a sudden you see Ahab come through. That stick that he's talking about, shook right through Invisible Woman. He's like, ain't that fucking invisible now, are you?
That was like some T2 shit.
Yeah. And then a bunch of years later, Kitty, aka Shadowcat, without Lockjaw or without Lockheed, is out there, and she's like, "Yo, I got a big gun," and she goes to shoot fucking Rachel, but Rachel's like, "I'll fuck you up." But in the meantime, fucking Bishop comes by. That's cool because future past, and then they get him, and she's like, "No, dude, we can't kill her. We gotta wipe her mind." So then they wipe her mind, and then like 5 years later, they give her back to Ahab, and Ahab's got Ahab's there with Sentinel, and he's like, "Okay, cool, reboot her up." Master Mold's like, "We rebooted her up, blah 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 blah," and she's like, "Oh yeah, you thought you did, but I was weak back then, and I know what you did to my boyfriend Franklin, motherfucker." Boom! And she just starts fucking smashing shit everywhere, blowing people up, fucking up Ahab, whole 9 yards. But then one of the Sentinels shoots fucking Spidey spooge at her, whoop, and she gets caught in the spider spooge. I don't exactly understand how that happened, but fuck it, whatever. So then
I have a question. You said Ahab was from the future.
Yeah.
Ahab was from the future, but then this is
in the future,
This
this is
is
all
the
going on in the
future.
future. Yes.
so
Yeah,
he
it's-
came back from the future as a head, then he got a body, then he went back to the future with the
No,
body.
different future.
Different future. Okay,
Went
got
back
it.
to the past.
Went back to the past.
Well, this is
Which is
Days
the
of Future
future.
Past, Doomsday, which is a different future than Days of Future Past. Also, a different future than Kid Cable's in. Kid Cable's not in this future.
Got it.
And why is my man wearing a
I don't know
Goku?
if you know how time things work in fucking.
Yeah, I watched
Marvel.
Loki. Miss Minutes explained it very well.
Okay.
Is
Good.
that Colossus wearing like a Goku?
This
gi?
is
Yeah, so
Hold on.
Colossus is out there because guess what happened? His twin kids just fucking melted on fire, dude. So then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, fuck it. I'm about to fuck this Sentinel." All types up. For some reason, though, Shadowcat's like, "Yo, I'm crying. Don't do that." Even though her kids are fucking molten lava.
Yo, I'm crying. Don't.
so
do
she had
that.
babies at the beginning of this issue. In the middle
No,
of the
did
issue,
you
the
see
babies are
years
dead.
later? We keep saying years later. That was, how many years ago was that?
Right,
that
but
was
it,
like
No, no,
20
there's a-
years.
there's-
it was
you
this
jump.
issue though.
That was 22. Yeah, but they're jumping by
Years
like
past.
5 or 6 years. This is 5 years after she had kids. This is another like 4 or 5 years.
Year
27.
27.
Now we're at year fucking 28. So the kids are like, 12 years old at this point. Look, they gave fucking Colossus gray hair in this fucking scene. He's older. That's a sign that he's older, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Gray
How
hair.
don't you know how
He's
fucking
older.
aging works, bro? They don't got any dye for that shit. What? All right, so they're dead. And then all of a sudden she cries. He's like, "Fuck it. All right, you're crying. I'll stop. I won't be his ass." So then they arrest them. So then a couple years later from that now, they're in prison. Look, see? He had a little bit of gray hair here, like a streak, right? Now look at his fucking hair. Fucking 3/4 gray as shit. Time lapsing. See how they do that? Art tells the story sometimes, bro. Sometimes you just don't need to write it on the page, is all I'm saying.
Is
That's
that
how
Reed
art
Richards
works.
with the gray hair? Is that what we're talking about?
Oh my God, that's Colossus, dude.
Oh,
That's
oh,
Petro.
sorry.
All right, so anyways, he's like, "Yo,
Colossus.
dude, it's been a couple years." And by the way, there's Storm who was caught like 10 years ago, and she ain't done shit. She just
Why
been
did
sitting
he
in
write
prison.
this shit like fucking House of the Dragons? Like, it's just, I'm not going to tell you the full story. I'm just going to give you little bits of shit that
No,
happened.
they did.
and then they're gonna
We
adapt
can't.
this
We can't
into a
put
TV
every.
show.
No, hold on. We can't put every page of these comics out here. So I had
No,
to
no,
cut
no,
the
I know.
com-
I'm not saying you didn't clip everything. I'm just going to the point that they're jumping year to year to year to year in this same issue. They're still jumping. That's all.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
saying.
like that's
They're
because Days of
just-
Future Past, bro. That's how that goes.
I
So
know. I'm
anyways-
just saying, but it feels
Yeah,
like
so they're in the
that
prison,
book.
and then everybody's like, "Yo, dude, this is all whatever." But Franklin's here and Rachel are there, and they forgave each other. And then Rachel's like, "Yo, man, I got you in
Bro.
prison, and I killed your parents, and I
Yeah,
fucking stabbed your aunt, I blew up your uncle, and like killed your dad." Wait, no, Sue's not the aunt. Sue's the wife. I killed your mom. Well, I didn't kill her, but Ahab did.
Rachel's got
I
an
killed your dad.
amazing rat tail too, by the way.
Yeah,
Look
she
at that
does.
thing.
Yeah, amazing. Technically, she apologizes for killing his family, and she actually only killed one dude.
I'm sorry.
She only killed fucking his dad, so I don't even know what she's apologizing for. Really, that dude was old as shit, and nobody really likes him anyhow. So what the fuck, Mr. Fantastic? She didn't kill
He
fucking
also
Sue.
killed Thing. He was
Yeah,
like an
but
uncle.
Sue, he
was
wife
like
and
an
uncle,
uncle.
so he wasn't really a family. Wasn't like she fucking blew up Johnny Storm, bro. Come on. All right. So she only really killed fucking Mr. Fantastic.
She
Well, whatever.
only really killed.
Hey, oh,
And
I know
and
it's Pietro. I know what his name is. I don't know if we're saying it right, but it's Pietro.
Pietro. That's what I said.
You said
Well,
Petro.
What the fuck ever,
Quicksilver.
dude? I'm not Russian.
This is more like Peter.
Yeah, he's fucking Peter.
From
don't
Russia.
get me going. I'll do my awful.
Who
Russian
gives a
accent.
shit? My point is, she frankly goes, yeah, you pretty much only killed my dad. I didn't like that motherfucker anyway, so we're all good. I like that snatch better. So then all of a sudden, they're in Nevada, and fucking Magneto brings Wolverine there. He's like, look, dude,
Oh,
fucking,
finally.
guess what? Wanda's fucking all teed up in this fucking system thing. We gotta go get her out. And Wolverine's like, I'll fuck you up. And he's like, come on, let's just do this. So Wolverine's like, all right, cool. I like that chick anyways. I think she's kind of dope and hot. So he goes there, bada boom, bada bing. Magneto does this, that, and the other thing. And then fucking Wanda falls down in Wolverine's hand. She's like,
How old is Magneto at this point?
Is that Magnus? And she goes, yeah. He goes, you tell him to fuck some shit up. And then all of a sudden she does this thing and she starts blowing up all the pieces that had her trapped and all that shit. And then Magneto's like, Wolverine, get her out of here. Wolverine's like, sure, I'll get out of here. And then Magneto goes berserker, and then they fucking throw a shank through him, and he's dead. But then they kind of ruined it because they shows the next like comic thing. Don't show it here, but it shows in the comic book. And guess what? They have Magneto in a fucking wheelchair like he's Xavier. By the way, in this future, Xavier's dead. So
Fucking Magneto was around in World War II.
yeah, that's how
The
magnetism
future
works.
from now.
Yeah, that's how
Oh,
magnetism works. It
Magneto.
keeps you young, dude. Don't you read comics? How don't you know this?
I do, but it just starts getting a little silly.
Who wrote that? Did Chris Claremont write that? Is that
I
true?
think so.
Yeah, it was great.
No.
No.
Guggenheim.
Oh, okay.
Guggenheimer did.
Oh, thank God.
Claremont did not write that.
Thank
No,
God.
he's doing. He did, but he's writing something. What was he doing? Oh, he's doing Extreme, I think again. Didn't he pick up Extreme again?
Yeah, that's
Or
fine as long as he didn't write that. Wow.
All right, cool. Well, that's all I did. I covered the best book of the week. That is the best book of the week
That was the best book of the week.
by far.
Must
I
have
didn't
been
get
a
my
real
book.
slow
Actually, I
week.
didn't read I was gonna do Blade, but I didn't read Blade yet. But we've been.
I didn't get my
Blade.
book
Oh, yeah,
yet
Blade.
today.
Well, we
Gonna get
usually
it
do it
tomorrow.
every week, but I didn't read Blade yet, so I can't review it if I didn't read it. So
Fair enough.
I actually really.
I mean,
I
you
like-
could try. That'd be
I
kind
don't
of
give
fun.
Look, I don't give a shit. I like that storyline, so I'm reading that. And I didn't do it last month. I skipped it. So this month I did it. So that's what you get. That's what you get.
Nah, you get what you get.
Get what you get. Don't throw a fit.
All right, we just
let's
gotta do our last little look back segment, and we can call it an evening.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'm gonna run the thing.
Rennavision.
Oh, I should change the background. There we go. We'll change the background for it too. I did this one different
Oh,
to try to make it a little different. I know we've been doing this the last couple of months, but this one I decided to go mostly raw.
Oh no, I am down. Yeah.
And I actually listed the books reverse. So if you want to go from oldest to more recent, as opposed to when we went the other way, of more recent to oldest, that's how I listed them in our
See,
thing.
now that's some bullshit.
They're all named. You pick what books you want.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what I got here. I'm trying to find them.
Go ahead, try to find. Just go right down the list. It'll make sense.
you just make
8
a list.
years. Oh, this
8
fucking
years
book.
ago.
8 years. Oh, Amadeus.
Chow, chow, chow.
This is how long ago? September 25th, 2015.
Holy shit.
This was a $130 raw near mint book.
Wow.
For reference, I gave you the cover price bar charts because you guys probably can't read all the little sales prices anyway, so it gives you kind of a sense of grades and book selling. But the point being, we're grading this now. It was $130 8 years ago, but the last raw sale was only $63, and the last 9.8 was $668. What are you doing with Amadeus? Direct edition. There is a new
$63.
Wait, how much was the 9.8 8 years ago?
I don't have that. I didn't grab that. What the 9.8 was 8 years ago. It was 130 raw 8 years ago. So, and it was a newer book at that time. When you think about it, I'm pretty sure. No, when did this come out? This came out before then.
No, it was before that.
Yeah, this was like more like 2010, I think. But still, I don't know what the 9.8 was 8 years
What's our
ago.
options here? Our options are buy it, maybe, or hell no.
Maybe or hell no. Again, I'm focused more on the raw. I'm just giving you the 9.8 for reference. So if you think your raw copy is nice enough, that's what I'm saying. If you think that raw copy you're buying is a 9.8 candidate and you can get it for $63, you might be able to get it pressed up and get $600. Like that's why I put the 9.8 price there.
Not even that. I wonder, like, if you miss and you get a 9.6, what's going for a 9.6? I mean, it's not
$60.
I mean, we're getting him eventually more than we already did, right?
Maybe. I mean, they set the stage for him. Kind of introduced his mom in Avengers 2? Potentially, but that doesn't mean we're going to get him. And even if we do, that doesn't mean he's going to hit.
I kind of like it at the $63 raw mark.
I mean, still, if I could get this book for $50, I would probably be happy. I mean, I do
That's
have
exactly what I was thinking, Pete. I'm like $50, no problem, all day. So 63 is not that far off.
Yeah.
So that's a buy.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or buy.
I'll give it the buy. I'll give it the buy.
All right.
I'm in.
I'm saying I feel like the price has come down quite a bit.
Yeah, it's cheap enough. It's cheap enough to get one. I don't own this book, so I've never owned this book, so I would get it.
8 years ago, Sons of Anarchy, the final issue, issue 25. This was what, a 1 in 50 incentive?
Yeah.
Awesome cover. DVD, Blu-ray cover as well. Does not come up very often, but 8 years ago, it was right around ratio at $50 to $75. Last raw sale, $150. Last 9.8 sale back in May, $400. This does not come up often. I will say that.
It sounds like whoever got that 9.8, that sounds about right. So that sounds like they got a deal there. Or at least what it should be.
Yeah. I mean, the final issue of a Sons of Anarchy comic book.
Yeah, I think it's more that
and a 1 in 50 incentive.
It's a 1 in 50 incentive, and it's got Sam Crow right there on the front. So
yeah, it's just it's an awesome image too.
It's a cool picture. Yeah.
It's striking.
Do we know who the artist was on this?
No, I think it was just a photo cover. This was like a photo artistic thing going. Because I think this is like the poster for the final season. I think they kind of rolled with this, so
it's cool.
It's cool, but at 150, well, we got to kind of go off of the last sale, which is 150. Is it still buyable at 150?
I think it. Okay, I'm at maybe. This is why. I don't think, because it doesn't come up a lot. I think if you buy it for 150, you can definitely sell it again for 150, right?
I would agree with that.
Pass.
I'm more a buyer at 150. I would stop and think if I even came across it. That's the other thing. This is one of those books you don't come across a lot either.
Yeah, I'm past all day on this. I want nothing to do with it.
But that's the other question. Like, it's cool, but I really did like Sons of Anarchy. But does anybody else watch it now? Like, the show's been over.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, if I could get the 9.8 for just under 4, I probably would. But I'm not buying the raw at 150. Man, we got a lot of pass. Jack's lives, cool, but 25.
I like it. That's the thing. I like it, but it is, and I think about it at 100, but 150. I'm asking for a 33% discount, which not everybody.
Yeah, ain't happening. Pass on that shit. Sounds good.
All right. Hell no.
I sold this.
Poor
I should not have. I didn't think this book was going to be that hard to come around. I thought this was a pump and dump issue, so I want to see what's up with this.
I don't have this, and I do still want it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
I don't want to pay
Underworld.
these prices.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like 6 of these. Underworld was one of them. They did. What was the other?
Oh, yeah.
ones? Was it
They
Juice?
did John Carpenter's Vampires.
Vampire.
They did
yeah.
The Lost Boys,
No, that's what it was. Lost Boys. Yeah.
and they did Bram Stoker too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Blade. They did on X-Force. They did. I don't know if it was Blade 2 or 3. But they did a Blade poster.
Yeah.
But this was Bruce's timeless movie. He picked Underworld on Monday.
What's funny is, yeah.
No, what's funny?
Okay, so like 6 years ago, before September 22nd, was Baltimore, and there was a box full of these, like not a ton, but they had like 2 or 3 copies of each in there, and I think some of those sales there, I know for a fact because it hit a list afterwards, was our sale because from that box.
Well,
Baltimore.
again, 6 years ago, 2017, $65 to $80 raw, but the last raw sale was 120.
It was the weirdest box too because
I didn't update the. My bad. I thought
you know what this guy had? This guy had this, and then you know what else he had in those boxes? He had a bunch of what's his name when he did those perverted comics, Naughty and
Perverted
Nice,
comics.
Naughty and Nice. It had a bunch of camo Naughty and Nices in there too. It was weird. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, just reminiscing.
No, I'm saying I screwed up. I didn't grab the. The last 9/8 sale was September 15th, the best offer on $600. So,
not bad.
Pretty pricey. I would probably
Yeah.
guess the accepted would be maybe in the $500 range.
People are gonna say buy this book because they like the pass again.
It's expensive. I don't think I could drop because it's a 1 in 15. It is an incentive variant, but it's a lower ratio.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't think I
interested.
could shell out $120 raw for this.
I don't think people gave a shit when they first came out either.
I want it, but I don't want it that bad. Like this is, I want it
don't know,
for
man.
$50 maybe, and even that's a stretch.
Oh yeah, you couldn't find this for $50 fucking 6 years ago. So what?
I know that's what I'm saying, but that's what I mean. So it's one of those I will let go. I don't need to have it. I'd like it, but I don't need to have it.
I think it falls into the maybe category.
You're maybe at 120.
No, I'm
Thinking
not
maybe you can talk even in your skills of negotiation, you get them down to $100. You still.
Oh, I'm under 100.
$100
I'll
for
get
this
it for
book raw?
$90. Easy raw $90. Easy. That's not even gonna take that much to negotiate that down.
Well, a lot of passes. You'd have to get down to 80 for Joe to be on board.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to pass it then. We're probably gonna have to pass.
It's a little expensive. I'm just saying it's a little pricey, and I
Yeah,
also think it's
but
the
you're
time of
seeing
year.
more coming out, huh?
If you notice, like some of the books that I've picked, and also going years ago, it's
Mhm.
Halloween time, so that's why we're starting to see some more of these horror themed type of books.
Oh, good lord!
This was not the cover that was on the list, mind you.
Yeah, this
It was the B cover that didn't actually have.
Well, that
Batman
was
the
because
Last
everybody. Well, if you remember the story behind this book, the B cover was supposed to be the A cover, and the A cover was supposed to be the B cover,
Mm-hmm.
and then they didn't ship it right, and then now I get confused. The white cover became the B cover, right?
Yes, the white cover is
And
the B
this
cover.
and this is the A cover, and this was supposed to be the B cover, and this was first appearance of the Bat that laughs on the cover.
Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
It was
So
selling for double cover 6 years ago. Which
and everybody was ordering the fucking A cover.
$8.
Everybody's ordering they ordered the B cover because they thought that was going to be the cover because that's what they had said it was going to be, and it wasn't. I think some bad news got out there, and then it turned out it was the A cover. Yes.
but $8 6 years ago. I remember going like to the shitty mall comic book store and still finding copies of these like weeks after when this was like a $20 book. Going, hey, look at that. I'm gonna go grab these.
Mhm.
Wednesday worrying and that shit. Wednesdays later. But now this is a $55 raw book and a $425.
This had to be right. Baltimore had to be this year in 17. Baltimore had to be 6 years ago. It had to be this week. The
It
same
was
week.
probably
as
right
this.
around this time.
It was because at that show, Books and More. Is it Books and whoever the one that sets up in the middle? They just had spinner racks full of this fucking cover per cover. It was nice.
Yeah. Now you can still get yourself $55, which I'm
I
surprised.
don't need to. I still got a couple of these left.
I'm still not buying at $55 though.
I can't believe they made a toy out of it.
That's not what I mean. What else are we gonna get? Are we gonna get a movie? Because that's the next step, right?
You say 6 months, but like you say 6 months, but they just made a toy. And are we gonna get a movie? Maybe not, but we might get a cartoon movie out of it.
Cartoon movie could be cool.
Yeah.
I still don't want to pay $55 for this though.
I probably should have showed those last 2 copies, but who knows with DC? You know what I mean? That's a hard pass for a lot of people.
Hard pass for me.
Dub's not gonna. There's all passes for Dub.
No, I got the first one.
Yeah, he was in on Amazing Fantasy. Hey,
What was
4
this?
years ago they were talking about this book.
Holy shit! 4
He's
years
still
ago?
coming. The movie's still coming, guys.
Still coming.
So 4 years ago, $100 raw. Last sale, $32 raw. CGC 98, $800 raw.
Yeah, but do you think that's because Do you think that's because 4 years ago there probably wasn't a ton of CGC, so everybody was trying to CGC it?
Well, no, this was the last sale was $800.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
what it
Well,
was 8 years-
I
4 years
understand.
ago.
I understand what you're saying, but like, you probably look at that $32 copy. That's probably like 4 years ago. Probably there might have been some raw near mints that were being sold there. Where now you start looking, you're like, yeah, if this was a near mint, why the hell wasn't it graded already? See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I hear that. Let me look at this $32
2019
newsstand.
was 4 years ago. Holy hell, man! Time flies.
It's actually not bad. It's not probably 9.8, but I'm not seeing a lot of. It's not like really ticked up. There's no. It's not that bad of a copy. Again, I'm not saying this is a 9.8 copy, but for raw, it's at least very fine in your mint.
You can say dog crap. You can say dog crap all you want. You don't have to like the character for the shit to sell.
She's still getting a movie. But
Uh-huh.
that all said, but for $32, what was that? Is that what that was? 32 or 33?
Yeah.
32,
so
yeah.
All you're buying again because people forgot. It was a $5 book. This was a nonsense book that nobody cared about. And then, hey, somebody's going to make a movie out of this character. You're like, what?
I don't think I can.
Even at 30. 30's not cheap enough?
No, it's not. It's not. It doesn't. The character doesn't matter enough, and like the character, I mean, no matter what happens, that character is gonna die. Like, and then it's gonna be another person taking over for that character. So it's like it's not. I mean, yeah.
And you're gonna want the Jessica Carpenter books because she's taking over as
Right.
the new Madam Web.
Yeah, if there's any reason, like, you know, like I'll be able to buy this book for $10, like, you know, a year and a half from now, 2 years.
But you don't think there's still a window that you can get this? All right, it's listed for like $30. Even if you get it like 20, 25, can you again get 50 out of it when this movie's coming? Like first trailer, can you still make money on this book? I think you probably can.
Yeah.
One more shot, one more bite at the apple before all is said and done. So I would put this at a maybe.
Okay, I'll give you the maybe. I'll give you the maybe.
Far down. Like if this is a $50 book, no. 30, you could probably talk your way down to 25, 20.
Yeah,
20
that's
bucks
fair.
gives you a lot of play. Like you can make some money on $20. Even on a crappy character like Madam Web.
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll give you the maybe. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
All right. Well, what do you guys say? I'm looking in the chat. I see a buy. I see AOA calling Bruce crazy because Madam Web is dog crap. Joe's fine.
Joe
at 30.
says $30 raw. Yeah, all right. You got a couple
And
of.
like I said, I get it, Zach. This was a $5 book, but here's where we're at.
A lot of these were $5. Well, not a lot of them, but a bunch of them were $5 books for sure.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Secret Wars, sure.
Yeah,
But-
I like that one, but that's not on the list.
That's because you like the actress who's going to be playing her better than Don Johnson's kid.
Dakota.
Yeah. I
Wasn't
still think
she,
this is a maybe though at this price because
Yeah.
it's come down so far, and the chat's not really that definitive.
Yep.
Yeah, Joe, there are still plenty of spider characters that still sell. Plenty of shitty characters that still sell.
I can see it all.
So we'll keep that in mind too.
It'd all be great. I put the picture on.
Oh, good. You're back before we get to the next one.
Sweet Cap cover. What Sweet Cap cover?
He's talking about Secret Wars 7. AOA likes Secret Wars 7 better than this one. But we're moving on to 4 years ago.
Yeah, wasn't this dog shit?
Age of Resistance Ray, Joe Quesada, 1 in 50 incentive, $150 raw. How the mighty have fallen, as it sounds like you're having a huge pee in the background.
Cheers.
Filling up some Mountain Dew bottles back there.
No, but so 4 years ago, this 1 in 50 is $150 raw.
$35 is still too expensive for this book. And I guess I was wrong. Because I said this is going to be a $10 book in 5 years from now. Well, it's not been 5 years yet.
$100 9.8. If I'm not mistaken, this was a pretty expensive 9.8 at one point. I'm going to have to look this up.
You should really go back 4 years ago and see who was pumping this book. And then go.
I remember when this book was being talked about.
Yeah. 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 This book was dog shit then. Still dog shit now.
Age of Resistance Ray, Joe Quesada. Give me another 1 in 50. 9.8. What am I looking at here? So 9.8 back in what year was this? 2019. Well, this is like $400.
Yeah, I mean you're talking.
Yeah, 2019. This was like a $300 9.8, going up to $400 in 2020.
This is COVID, right? 4 years ago.
Leading into it. Yeah.
No, it was.
Yeah,
February was lockdown, so.
Yeah,
this was the start. This is what. Yeah, you're right. This is right between the previous month of this one. This is when COVID. People started getting their checks and people started going crazy with shit.
Yeah, it was like March. March is when we got the word. Don't go to work. Just work from home.
It was a March of 2020, though, right?
No,
not 2019.
Was it?
Yeah,
no, I think it was 19 that started.
It was 19. And then it was 19.
20 it got worse. 19 is when they started canceling basketball games. That's when things went in lockdown. Once NBA said, "Yeah, all right, we're done."
Yeah, because I came back from Disney in February of 19, and that's when when I got back from Disney, they locked it down right after.
Yeah, okay. I actually got a bad flu in February of 2019, and I just was fucking sick. And then all of a sudden, this pandemic hit. So I think I actually had it before I knew what it was.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if it's $35 and you're a Joe fan, just
for $35, it's under ratio. You're not. I wouldn't. I don't think you're going to make money on this though.
No, but it's a buy
unless they really are serious and Daisy Ridley's going to start a whole new.
I don't even know if that will make this book go back up, bro.
No.
No.
She doesn't have a lot. She doesn't have a lot of comics. That's the only reason why I'm saying that.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I think I had bird flu. I'm saying Ray doesn't have a lot of comics.
No. Except for all the Force shit that she's on. She's on like 20 covers for all the fucking movies she was in. And they actually have her face on it.
All the movies she was in. They only made movie adaptations for the first 2 movies. And
so there you go. And you had 20 fucking covers with her face on it. Look at how fucking bad the face is on this, by the way. Now, if that speeder thing, Junker makes it into a movie, maybe, but like
it did. It was in the first movie.
No, I mean like into another movie. What I'm saying is, because like what was the shit one? Force Awakens. They had like 4 versions of her actual face on that cover. There was like the partial cover, the black and white cover, the regular cover.
Yeah, there was a black and white.
No, the one where she was looking. Her looking into the fucking. Then there's the one where it's split down the middle.
She's sitting on the AT-AT.
Yeah, then she's on the AT-AT. Yeah, what do you mean? There's not a lot of fucking covers with her.
That's the only other one.
We just named 6.
That's not
No,
6. Don't give me
there's a
black and white
split.
version.
There's a
Black and
fucking
white
split down the
version is
middle.
the goddamn
The black
cover.
and white version, the regular fucking version, the version where she's in the fucking background.
The
Okay,
movie
that's
ads, it doesn't matter. $35 if you really want it. It's not a terrible price, but I don't expect this to go up. That's all I'm saying. So this is a maybe if you're a huge Ray fan.
Yeah,
Just at the price
if
that
you're
it's
a
at.
Joe Q fan for $35, yeah.
Yes,
That's a
that's
maybe.
all I'm saying. But don't expect to invest.
Yeah, there's no investing in that thing. And by the way, if you're looking back at your top 10 comics, they took a shit. Big surprise.
Is this a maybe or then or
It's
a
a
pass?
maybe. It's a maybe.
Just
I
for
don't
the
understand
fan.
why you guys don't have the Underworld as a maybe too, but fuck you guys. So
Because $120 is too much.
and nobody cares.
Just
2
like
years
this.
ago. Did they
2
come
years
out
ago,
with
this was a $150 raw book.
how? No.
How's the show?
I know
Yeah.
that, but like the show was. Did they come out with a season 2 and nobody remembers it?
No, it didn't come out yet.
Oh,
It's
really?
still coming, apparently.
Well, okay, well,
The season 1 was good. I enjoyed it.
yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
There was fucking nothing else out to watch.
I'm not
so it was
buying
good.
I'm not spending $150 on this book just because I
No.
enjoyed the show.
But I
though.
was selling them raw because like people were paying good money for these.
And
fucking
there's the
shit
black
books.
and
You
white
could
version of this too.
Find them in half price books. Like
Point
your name
being,
was Half Price Crook.
2 years ago,
Yeah,
this was
half price book.
$125 to $150. Last sale was only $26.
These
9/8 back in July. $200.
I'm not buying for 26.
You're not buying for 26?
Fuck no. Well,
You can
with
talk
that
them down
being
to $20
said,
easy.
I'll buy this for $20.
yeah. With that being
I might
said,
buy it for 20.
yeah. With that being said, when season 2 comes out, you could probably double your
Yep.
money on this shit.
I'm totally buying this for $20.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I think there's room.
Yeah,
At 26, there's room.
This is a buy at 26. Yeah, there's room on a lot of things. You guys just get nervous when it starts getting about $100. I mean,
Well,
I'd
because
rather double a
I'm
$100 book
thinking
for
of
$200
just-
than $26 book. See, a $26 book, no offense to you guys, but a lot of times a $26 book, that's not really exciting. That's not to get me out of bed. If it's a $100 book that can double for $100, then I'm like, okay, now at least I got gas money. You know what I mean?
I would rather just have it be a key though. Like your X-Force
Mr.
book
Evans.
is like it's because the cover it's like a booty cover.
That's
like a tiny-
because there's a lot of 50-year-old men. We know what the demographic are that love
Yeah.
girls' butts that they can never score with.
and then that's
I like
fine.
them too.
It's
I
fine.
like them too. But I don't want to pay $100 for it.
But I don't want that for $100.
You guys get
I'd
scared
rather
of $100.
buy-
I get it. I get where your guys' budget is. $100 scare you. I get it. All right.
If
Here
I'm
you go.
just buying it because I like the butt, yes.
$100 for a butt is too much.
I
much.
like big butts and I cannot lie.
Not even for a Perillo Queen Sonia
Thank you.
painted
Thank you.
booty.
Thank you. All right, we got a bunch of buys on this though. People will buy cheap
All
shit.
right, well,
Even
I'll
if
go
it
up to buy if you want to go to buy.
that's what there's a
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said,
If
$20,
any book that's fucking under $50, I'm guaranteeing you is at least making it to maybe or buy. Doesn't matter that Joe Q book's gonna be fucking $15
Hey,
in 2 years.
Remember, when I went back to all of these
Doesn't
top
matter.
10, no, what I'm saying is when I went back to these top 10, hot 10 lists, I picked 2 books that had something to be considered. I didn't just pick shit that we were automatically going to say, no one cares. There's plenty of books that were hot at one time that we could now look at and go, who cares? Who wants to buy Nebula #1 right now? That was one of the options. Who wants to buy Nebula #1? Nobody gives a shit.
No, I agree. I'm just saying.
So I try to pick books that,
Pete,
well,
Pete,
we're
that's-
still
you're
gonna get
misunderstanding.
monkey.
You're
know
pulling
what
the
the
same
character-
shit that Dub was pulling with the fucking fake beat thing that he doesn't understand. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's still in this comic book industry a mindset that like I can fucking scratch $20 out and throw it away. It doesn't matter because it's $20.
I
But
know.
if the better investment's in $100, I have to worry about it because it's $100. You're willing to throw away.
What did I do that I don't understand?
Not you about the fake meat. Okay. What I'm saying is it always fathoms me how people will $20 after $20. If it's $50 or less, they're more than willing to throw money at it and lose money on that shit. They are. It's the weirdest shit ever. But if it gets to $100, they could buy 5 fucking $20 books and it could all be trash. Oh, it was only $20. Well, it's $20 a day. A $100 book that has the potential to grow, though, maybe we should buy that book. That's all
Well,
I'm
it's
saying.
the idea of they're just buying 5 scratch offs. They're
Which
getting 5
$100
bites at the
book is
apple.
on this list that I should buy to like make money on?
I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general. It's a general.
No, I get that. But I'm telling you why I would balk at the $100 because it's tougher to double up. And to be honest,
bro, no offense. This book right here. Here we go.
Which book?
What am I doing? Why can't it? It's my fucking shit's not working. I'm doing it. Stop.
Yeah.
This book compared to this book. These two books. It's all I'm talking about. This book.
Yeah.
This book. This book has a better potential of staying at $120 than this book staying at $35. That's all I'm saying. This book.
What I'm saying,
I don't want either one of those books.
Yeah. What I'm saying though is, even if that Ray book went down to nothing, I've only lost $35.
You're not going to lose money on this book. Is what that mindset's exactly. No, Pete. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. The Ray book does have the potential to be worth shit. Nothing. $0, 0 cents. This book does not have that same potential. No matter what, it doesn't have that same potential. That book's just not going to be a fucking $0 book. You're not flushing this book.
No, and I get that.
It's pretty close to 50-50 shot. You're flushing your money down the fucking toilet.
That. My problem with the Clayton Crane, the other book, isn't so much that.
Well, now that you said who wrote it, fucking people are gonna start talking about I know, but now people are gonna be like, oh well,
don't give it. I don't give a shit what he does in his personal life. The dude can draw a cover here and there, and I like that cover. Point being, I'm not gonna fucking remember to sell this shit anyway. Like, I'm not buying it for anyone else. I'm just saying, for me, I don't want to spend that amount of money just for the butt. Like, I like the cover. And I get what you're saying. It's
my different mindset is why I don't throw money away.
But I'm just
you know me. I'm cheap as shit. Whatever. I do not waste money. I just don't waste it. This, in my mind, is a waste of fucking money. This, in my mind, is, well, fuck, if I go be broke again, at least I'll sell this for what I bought it for. That's how I see it. So this would be a maybe, and this would be take the shit out to the dumpster where it fucking belongs. But that's not, I just find it's a very weird mindset when we're talking about comics.
And I know what you're saying.
People will always say, I mean, I cannot believe the amount of people that will say, well, I'll only lose 35. If I buy some shit thinking I'm going to lose some fucking money, what the fuck? How? What kind of?
I know what you were saying, but what I am saying, I think it's the problem is the example.
I don't fucking understand.
I know what you're saying about the $100 book. I think that's just a poor example of the $100 book. That's all.
No. I think you're misunderstanding. My thing is the mindset that it's okay to throw away money because it's only under $50. If you threw away $100, everybody gets scared.
I get that.
Throwing away any money is fucking stupid. Anyways, all right, go ahead.
No, I get that, but I can, in my head, I rationalize it.
No one remembers the underworld, but we all remember tits and ass.
I fucking spent, like when we were talking about $20, I fucking spent $20 at Panera today. Why? I was like, well, I wanted soup and a sandwich. And they're like, hey man, you want a cookie? I'm like, shit, yeah, sure, I'll take a cookie. And I'm like, you know what? While I'm here, let me get a loaf of bread. Because that's just good to have a nice French baguette on hand. And all of a sudden, my lunch was $20.
I don't pay $20 for lunch at Panera's.
Well, it was lunch
and
plus
I
a loaf of bread and a
bullshit JOK. No, that's not an okay mindset. All right, move along.
My son loves the bread too. We like the bread. The bread's good soup dipping bread. I haven't been feeling well.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Hey, BK, I do think I have that Ray. I think I have that Ray book in the short box someplace. Dude, no. Hey, fuck you, Bruce. Panera got that fucking. What do they got? That fucking egg fucking souffle shit with bacon in it? With prosciutto in it?
My son
out of here.
Panera.
Get the fuck out of here. But that's the problem with Panera, though. You know, them motherfuckers, you're like, yo, I want one of these things. And they're like, we don't have any left. Put that bitch in that fake-ass microwave oven you got and make a whole new rack. I'll buy all 6. But, like, don't tell me you don't have it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you need to have that
No,
fucking
that
with
the
that
broccoli
microwaved
cheddar
egg
soup.
fucking horse shit that they have there. Ooh, good.
That broccoli cheddar soup, my son's always good. Let's get it. But my wife makes her own, and I actually prefer hers. So
No,
But I do
that
like the
bullshit.
bread.
They call it a souffle, but whatever that is.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. That weird egg.
Yeah, I
English
don't give a shit.
food.
Yeah. All they need to do
Whatever
is
the
throw a
fuck that
little
thing
bit of
is.
fucking hollandaise sauce on top of that motherfucker. And just give me a fucking bottle of squirt and call me a fat ass, dude, because that's what I'll be.
Bottle of squirt. It's okay.
Inside joke. All right, next up.
Yeah. It was specifically this cover, not the David Aja badass 1 in 25, not even the regular. It was specifically the Terry Dodson 1 in 10 cover 2 years ago because
Why?
of the Hit Monkey show. Lady
Okay.
Bullseye was in the show.
Yeah.
This was $100 2 years ago.
But why
But-
this cover, not the other covers?
Well, the other ones would have been more expensive or less.
Hmm.
I don't know why. Again, I didn't make the list at that time. I'm going back to the list. This is what the thing sold for.
Hmm.
But this past, I don't know if it was this week or recently, $20 now for this 1 in 10. The David Aja cover is still a couple $100. The 1 in 25 is still gonna run you like $200 raw, like easily. But the 1 in 10, Terry Dodson, $20 or 2 in 10 and a 9.8.
Well, I mean, here's the deal with this book. It's got a titty in it.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of got a titty in it.
Got a stripe over it.
And I know it's a 1 in 10, but it at one time was a pump book, and it's a titty in it. Okay?
It's about 1.25 titty.
Okay.
Not quite
Well-
titty and a half, but
Yeah,
a
it's
little
a
less than
titty and a quarter.
half.
Yeah,
Titty and a
okay,
quarter.
I get that, but you
Maybe
see,
a third at best.
What?
Maybe
I'm sorry,
titty
I'm
and a
trying-
third. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, but I'm trying to say something. What you don't understand is,
Tits were unbelievable.
Oh man, I love titties. So
like, that's the demographic of comic books. This right here, these
Tits
dudes.
were unbelievable.
oh man, I love titties. So
So, yeah, I'm not sure it's going to go much lower than $20. So at that point, I think we have a maybe on here. Plus, I know how you guys love to flush fucking $20 down the toilet like you're playing fucking scratch-offs and eating at Panera if you're fucking Pete for some reason. Who the fuck spends $20 eating fucking...
I did. I didn't
broccoli
eat it
soup?
all. I told you I brought the loaf of bread home.
What? Yeah, I see Sad Pete sitting in his car outside of his fucking office.
I was sitting in the
eating
car eating
like
my
this,
soup
just
and my
eating
sandwich.
a loaf of bread.
listening to
Why did
Talk
I
Radio.
buy this? Why did I buy this loaf of bread? Dipping it in a bread bowl, dipping it in the bread bowl, and then
No, they
eating-
give you a free
Ugh.
little bit of bread for your soup. The loaf was for later.
Okay, once again, don't know anything about Panera except for they got some egg souffle fucking thing. Put a little hollandaise sauce on it. Call me a fat ass. All right. Pass, really?
I'm buying this for $20. I've sold this book at least twice, and I didn't sell mine for 100. But
$20 is kind of
yeah,
Tempting.
I can sell this book
Bro, first off,
for $50 easy.
that was a PGX shirt. Second of course, I bought it on fucking discount. And third of all, oh, fuck yeah, dude. It was money well spent.
what about this? What about this argument?
Sure. Doesn't like tits.
How about this
I didn't
argument?
like this.
You can buy a lot of nut juice for $20. Never buy. Hey, AOA, listen, he's a Florida man. He knows. Never buy fast food soup. Yeah, I'd agree.
It's not fast food. It's good food. quickly.
No, if you've ever worked in a kitchen, you do not want to buy soup from
I don't
any
give a
place.
shit. I like to. I like to.
You
test
get, yeah,
mine.
you don't give a shit because you get the shits.
I'm fine. I test my immune system. I put it to the
Venom,
test
4 deadly
day in
venoms.
and day out.
4 deadly venoms. Pete agrees with me too. It's throwing away the fun. He does. He just said, "I don't give a shit. I'll throw away $20." Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand that mindset of throwing away money. I don't get it.
It's not throwing away, but I'll
Well,
take
yeah,
a shot here and there.
Pete, you said if I lose the money, that means you're expecting to lose the money. Nobody
No.
says, huh?
It's not the same thing.
Yeah. If you expect to make money, you're not going, well, if I lose the money, no big deal.
That's
It is.
that's the secondary conversation to have with myself to justify the purchase. It's not the plan going in. The plan is losing money. The plan is, do I see this $20 purchase potentially making me more money? Which in the case of the $20 ASM fucking 210, I see the potential in making the $50 on the $20 purchase. This one maybe not as much because we're talking about a
I'm
secondary
surprised.
character.
I thought we'd get more by this. I mean, for titties alone. But apparently, we've got some passes on this.
It's in the middle, like, because it's not if this were the highest ratio, but again, there's the Aja cover, which has no tits, but it's the better cover.
Venom. I don't think you're understanding you missed completely what I said. That's not what I said at all. I said
he's saying that so many people will throw away $20 5 times and be okay with it, but they will balk at throwing away $100. Well,
yeah, taking a risk on $100. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
No, I'm just saying I didn't want to take a risk on that particular $100.
Yeah. No, but in general, you hear it all the time.
No, I know what you're saying, but in this case, again,
no, I'm just saying, just to clarify, this isn't at all what I'm saying. That wasn't close even to what I was saying. That's not close. I don't think you understand.
I still think at this price point at $20, if I can get it a little bit cheaper, even better. I still think I can get this back anyway.
Yeah, this is like a maybe. That's what
I mean. For this, it's cheap enough, and like Dub said, you can. This is the weird kind of book that you get to. There, yes, there's a second print. There's a 1 in 25. There's a regular. Those are There's 4 copies. There's 4 different versions. This is one of them. It's a 1 in 10. I think it's worth a $20 shot.
Yeah,
for a maybe. Not saying definitely buy.
Yeah, for a maybe.
It has limited upside still.
If I'm bored and I see it for $20 and I'm like, I didn't buy anything that day.
Yeah, if I pulled a comic or two and I'm only going to give this guy $5, and I'm like, well, let me see if I can get this book and do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where it comes into the maybe thing. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like, all right. Let's see if I just throw this.
Let's try to bundle this together with something. All right, what do you think, Doug?
Yeah.
Bundle this together.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, I'll maybe.
Yeah, I think it's in a maybe.
No, hey, Venom, we're good. We're good. Sometimes I understand that I don't make myself clear when I'm hollering at Pete about.
Yeah, because he just starts yelling and getting loud.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Thanks for telling me that wasn't making any sense. All right. Oh, geez.
We got 2 books left. Last year, people still want this book because, well, Wolverine and Deadpool are going to be in a movie together.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to buy this weird Adam Kubert cover where the swords just are behind Wolverine for some reason.
I gotta say, I didn't even think this would stay this. I didn't think so.
It still lingered. Look, it was $100 last year. It's still $75.
This is the shit that I don't understand about comics. This book, I don't fucking get it, bro. I mean, why?
I'm with you. I am not a big first meetup, first crossover, first battle kind of collector.
I don't mind that for $1 or $5. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Yes, for cheap, it's a fun novelty, but putting actual money into it is a weird thing to do. Do I want to spend $550 on a 9/8? Because this is the first time these two are in a comic fighting is a weird thing to do to me. And
there used to be this website. I can't remember what the hell it was called. And I think it was a G+ group too. I think it was a G+ group. But there was this group, and this dude had put together. It was like first appearances. It was almost like an Overstreet, but it wasn't just first appearance. He'd go by classification. So let's say you have Wolverine. So he would say all of Wolverine's first. It'd be first appearance, second appearance, third appearance, and a cameo. Then it would be first meetup, first team. It was all
first the team up.
Oh my god, this site was so fucking dope, and it was going on for years. I think I found it in the 3rd year. All of a sudden, the dude just wrote a notice. I'm closing down this website because I can't afford the database anymore.
Yeah,
and we wrote him. We're like, hey, dude, we don't even want it. We'll just give you money. He's like, I don't want to be taking donations. And plus, it's too much work. Oh, but it was the best. It was literally the best website for all time because it it wasn't. It would give you something weird to dig for if you were digging through box. You know, like the add-on. Well, I'll just add this book over here, or
Yeah.
like, dude, it was so effing.
When you're
cool.
rounding out a pile, you're in a box digging. You got like $3. You're like, I'm not gonna fucking.
But he would tell you too. He's like, this is a. But he would be like, yeah, first team up. First team up. Whenever it was a first team up, even if it was a hot first team up, like, you know, Wolverine, like this one or whatever, he'd always say, by the way, this is like a $3 book, which was really kind of cool. You know, he'd kind of give you like real prices on the book, not eBay prices, but like real prices at the time. Now, this was years ago. I think this website closed down around 2017, maybe 2016, but fuck. I wish that thing was still around. Anybody remember that website? I can't remember.
I know what you're talking. I think I know the website you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were around back then for that, but it was cool.
I think I might have stumbled because it's still like.
No, it's closed. It's been closed for years. Nobody saved it. He took all the stuff. He didn't want certain people.
Okay.
He didn't want certain people to take it, like get to it. So he just was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna close it down." So he closed.
But am I the only one who weirdly has to get at least like $10 books? Like if I'm digging in dollar bins, I gotta like if I'm even gonna go to the front and check out, I gotta get at least like a round number. So I'm just gonna grab shit just so I don't feel weird. Like I got 3.
You might
change it 20. Like I don't know. To me, that seems weird. Like I'm just gonna throw shit even that I don't want.
Yeah, I don't do that. See that's what I'm saying about that mindset. I don't understand. I'll take a waiver on something to add it in, but not just to round up for $10. Give me my change.
Well, no, I'm still taking a waiver, but it's not something that I really want. I'm like, oh well, no, I'll grab another first Demi-Goblin. I don't really need another fucking first Demi-Goblin Web of Spider-Man 97. But
I mean, I guess I would just take a different. Like if it was,
I want to get a round number.
Not to go back to Ahab, but if it was the first Ahab, yeah, I'd throw that in. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like weird things, you know, it's not like guaranteed money, but you could.
No, but okay. So I have a different mindset. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I'm not gonna buy this book. You're like, I like this book, but I'm just not gonna buy it. And then if it's like, okay, cool, if it makes a package deal where I pretty much get it for free, then I'll pick it up. But only if I get it for free, not if I have to even spend a single more dollar. You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's how I do it. So
as
of this, do you think it'll go up anymore? I mean, I don't see it going.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
how could it keep going up? I feel like that even at $100, that's kind of that's a lot for this, for what this is to me.
Man, what are we doing here?
I'm not buying it 75. I feel like this is a $50 book, and even that feels generous.
Florida man.
Just because it's the first crossover between Wolverine or first fight. It's not even like the first time they've crossed paths. It's just their first battle.
You guys hate Deadpool? Thing to
throw money at.
You know who didn't draw this Deadpool? Rob Liefeld. All right, here we go.
Hey, let's not give Adam Kubert too many fucking kudos, because again, this looks like a weird fucking.
All right, now I'm gonna do this to you because you keep saying it. So there we go. All right, here we go. Let's pass on this, right?
Kubert.
I like saying Kubert.
That's what he's saying. He's saying it's pronounced Kubert, not Kubert.
I think it was asking.
We're passing on this.
I'm passing not for that much money. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of money for that.
I'll sell it for that.
I've grabbed it in dollar bins plenty of times.
This is the time for it, right?
This is the time of the year.
This is the time of the year.
Last year, Halloween #1, the photo cover, $200.
Chaos Comics.
Last raw sale, which I think was within the last week, best offer on 70. So $100.98.
That seems pretty expensive last year for 200. What the fuck?
I don't know.
That 98400 though, once again, doesn't seem out of pocket. Like not like you're gonna make money off of it, but like that seems like it. Like,
there's a couple of covers on this book too.
All right, let me explain it this way. If I had a 9.8 and I had it up for like $600 and somebody offered me 400, I'd be like, yeah, sure. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying when it doesn't seem out of pocket.
No,
like, that's a price I would sell this book for. Is
but this looks like a $400, and they took $400 for it.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like that's the right price for the book. It's $400.
Not a lot of these. I'll give you that. There's not a lot of these Chaos Comics Halloween 1 from the year 2000. I believe. But again, last year $200,
Bruce
but
is
we're talking
buying.
about best offer on 70. I mean, I could look it up if you want me to look it up. What they actually paid for
This
it.
one's a solid maybe for me.
I'm kind of in the maybe. I'm in the maybe park on this.
Yeah.
See,
$70
hey, this is gonna
not
no.
bad.
Leave it at $70 because this is gonna be an interesting test, Pete.
All right,
$70.
at
It's gonna be an
$70.
interesting
I'm going to
test.
find
at
out what the
$70.
price was,
Mhm.
and I'll tell you after. But you can make your decisions off of that. You put the comic in because I'm getting too many fucking.
Oh yeah, it says right on there, right?
It says
That's
it.
right,
Yeah, it
though.
says
Yeah,
right on
yeah.
it that it's a collector's item.
I mean,
I know the real price. Do you want to know the real price? You want to
yeah,
guess off of 70?
exactly. For that, I'm in the same boat as you. For
I
that,
grab it.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
that's what I
fan, but
believe.
for that price, it's a
See,
good.
this is for Deadly Venom. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I agree with your comment, and then we get this mindset in comics. Well, if it was for $30, because whatever, I'll just throw away $30. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's under $50. They'll just okay. By the way, this book went for what, $45?
It did go. How did you know?
That's a lot.
That's the price. I looked it up. That's the price. The accepted offer was $45.
But yeah, I mean, like, because it's under $50. I'm telling you that, like, that's the craziest mindset that I've ever. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I think I'm at the same. Well, definitely $45 now. Everybody's buying it at $45.
At 45.
Is there anybody AOA at $45? Are you passing? I bet you he's not passing. There's no way passing at this at $45. They're buying. They're not. It's not even a maybe at $45. And around Halloween time.
I mean, we saw what it hit. It hit $200 last year on September 30th. Granted, that's only 3 more days from now.
Pete,
so that is
Pete. See, your selling point's that. My selling point is it's under $50. So they're going to buy it either way. You see what I'm saying? You think this is going back up to $200? Pete,
No.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying potential.
All right. Well, AOA fell off. The internet crashed in Florida. So that's great. Dub, you're buying. Venom's
At
buying.
45, I'm buying.
Joe's buying. Nerd's buying.
I was already a maybe, so.
Oh, you're already maybe. Yeah. All right.
I put it in buy.
Bye.
We'll take it down. We'll take it down. I put it.
Take it down.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it in buy. So we came out with.
This is an
buys.
interesting one. This is an
3
interesting
maybes.
week, Pete. I got to say, good job on the choice of books. This may
I try
be.
to pick things that we could debate and have.
Yeah, this may be our most interesting one so far of these because I think it's the most even we've done. They typically aren't these even. I will say.
I wanted to give you a couple where I knew you would be like that, Ray. I knew you wouldn't want that Ray book, but I knew other people might.
Other people wanted it. They put it there.
Other people might say, "Hey, for under ratio." Well, maybe.
I'm actually the book. I'm not surprised about Underworld, but the book that I am surprised that they didn't put into maybe at all is Teen Titans 13.
It's just
12.
12. Sorry, I knew it was one of those numbers.
Yeah, it's 12. Yeah, 12. But I mean, even at like what was it, like $50 or something like that?
I didn't think it was that. Was it?
That character's so lame though. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, we still got it. We can put it. Yeah, there you
Another
go. $55.
multiverse character from DC.
It's DC though.
Like he already got 2 events. We had Dark Knights and Dark Knights Metal or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he.
But
already
don't you
had...
think that means that? Don't you think that means that they're going to do? And they came out with toys with it, and people still like it. Don't you? Oh, he said 30 max. All right. Don't you think that means people? I mean, they're still going to do more stuff with it because it had both of those. Everything that you said,
it's possible.
Everything that you said was a success for DC. You see what I'm saying?
No,
so like,
I do.
I mean, who the fuck knows? Because apparently, Gunn just wants to go fucking shit on everything DC.
But here's
like
my
the new
problem.
Dave.
Though.
What?
We're also skirting past the other issue of the debated first appearance because you're going to get the cameos. You're going to say, no, it was Dark Knights Metal number 2. It showed up in the back of the book before this. Like, that's what I mean. When you get these debated first appearances, it muddies the water and it dilutes investments that people will throw their cash at. Because they start coming to the questions like, well, which one do you want? Well, which one's cheaper? Which one can I get? And then which one can I convince myself should be worth more? And I can tell other people that they should pay more for it.
Which one are they? Which one in general market terms? Do you know which one are people saying currently is the first?
This one. This is
one, right?
Probably because
This
it's
one is higher value.
it's a lower print run because the other
Yeah,
one was
it's-
the event book.
No, that was the whole sell. That when they were doing the list, that you know as well as I do because we knew who did it at the time. That was their whole sell. That was their whole pump on this. Was that
No,
this
at
was
that
the one-
at the time of when I picked this off of the list, it wasn't. That's not even the selling point.
They were saying it after that, 100%.
No. I mean, they mentioned that character, but that's not why this was being. Why this is double cover? This was being again. This wasn't even the right cover. It was the other cover.
Yeah, no, they screwed it up and said, yeah, that got confusing and screwed them up because at the same time there was a con exclusive. It was Wonder Woman on the cover.
Yes, there was the Delato.
The Delato, and then they took that Delato to New York and changed the colors on it.
Yeah,
and then I think Half Price Books or Books A Million had a third version of that fucking book, so that went out the shit. But yeah, they did that, and then they're like, "Oh shit! Well, now we can find this other book and say." Because back then, I mean, that was the start of low print run, right? These books are going to be extremely valuable because of low print. So, yeah,
sort of.
keep my words. Wait, what? James Gunn invented entertainment.
He invented entertainment.
Yeah, that's what he said. That he's right. James Gunn does think that.
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth. What does that mean?
He's talking shit. It's all a
Oh.
joke. It's a spoof. He's saying, yeah. No, keep our names in your mouth. We appreciate you guys all. We appreciate you talking
Absolutely.
about us. So and keep watching our content. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that's weird. I do think you're starting to hear a kickback though. Are you not? Is it just me?
On what?
Or maybe I'm hoping like people are starting, for a while there was like just a repetitiveness of hearing stuff like low print run, even though it's subjective. Like first off, most people don't even know what the print run is. Number two, what's it a low print run compared to, right? Like people were saying that for the longest time, but it's not like, oh wait, that's a low print run. Well, if it's a low print run for DC, that's not necessarily a low print run compared to an independent.
Right.
It's not. And low print run. Wait a minute. Is Teen Titans is a low print run compared to what? Batman? Okay, but that doesn't mean 35,000 is a low print run. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, low print run. Cool. Low print run to what? Compared to the 1980s? Okay, but everything's a low print run compared to the 1980s and 90s, bro. Like, I mean,
especially the 90s for sure.
Yeah, I'm saying like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
You know what I
90s.
mean?
Yeah.
Like the boom right there. Like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, it's compared to that, I guess it's a low print run. But also, too, you have to factor in that like these low print runs, people weren't doing the same thing they did back then, right? As much as they complain on how books come out and not perfect 9/8, there wasn't a lot of people who would take books and pick them up with other books or have them bagged and boarded or have LCSs that were actually taking care of pre-bagging and boarding books. You know what I mean? Like in the 90s, it was pretty much like, do this as fast as you can because there's 50 people on the door, shove those fucking books in. You know what I mean? Or like hand you a bag of board and throw a fucking 5 comic books at you. You know what I mean?
AOA, this is deceptive too. Don't just go off on just low census because there's a lot of people who don't grade any books.
Or if they,
you don't know what's in process because a book all of a sudden gets hot. Hey, there was only 4 in there before. All of a sudden, people want it. They come out of the woodwork. That said, when I walked away, it wasn't a commentary on Marco's topic. I just took a lot of liquid in, and I didn't want to have a Baja Blast.
Oh, now see how this works? When you say that, now it has become a fucking commentary. No, I'm just saying, like, I was saying that's it's all subjective because low print run is like okay.
I've said it many times. I am not a fan of manufactured rarity. That's not a thing to me. Like Yeah, I mean, I could make something that's one of one too.
But
if you
even
really
with
want
that,
it.
like that book in particular, the 12, the supply well outdid the demand on that book.
There's plenty out
Yeah, I mean,
there's plenty out there. There's a lot of people who are stashing and hoarding and holding, and they were just.
Well, it's also too like when you
Yeah.
see how many actual like the sales numbers on some of this stuff, what actually sells. Like nobody's selling fucking 5,000. Like not, I'm talking a singular person is not selling 5,000 copies of even the hottest of books. You know what I mean? Like in a week, let's say that the internet sells 150 copies.
Oh yeah, that's still a drop in the bucket.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's
the only metric that we can again use to.
No, once again, yeah, I get that.
things.
But what I'm saying is but that in most cases, when a book becomes hot, it's because of 30 sales out of a book that has 100,000 print runs.
Shit, well,
or
it doesn't even need to be that
30.
many.
Yeah, but okay, I get it. But what I'm saying is like even 10 sales, right? So 10 sales.
Even being generous.
Hold on, let's just say in general, 10 sales out of a book that has a 20,000 print run. Is that really low print run? Because it doesn't seem like it is, man. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like I think that's just that narrative and wording has just been very interesting.
No, I get what you're saying, but that's why when we give you our list, I'm trying to give you metrics around some data that you can actually check and see, and that's why. Like, because otherwise, if you don't look, you hear somebody talking about a book that's hot, and then if you actually go and look, and you're like, shit, only 2 of those sold.
Yeah.
Is that hot? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, no, I'm just giving a little history lesson here for some of the people that
I know, and I'm doing the same. Like
a true history lesson. So
you gotta
watch out what you say because there's a lot of history being made.
Anything that I say,
I'm just saying in general. Like I always found that interesting, and I figured by this time it would dissipate, right? But sometimes, like it's like when people order a Coca-Cola and they just want whatever pop it is. It just some of that dialect that's gotten to people's heads or like just in their lingo or whatever. I'm surprised that one stuck around.
It's a soda, not a pop, but sure, yeah.
Or a pop.
Pop.
I'm just surprised that part hasn't. There's been some other ones too. I can't think off the top of my head that something that really, but that one had always annoyed me. Like if you've watched us for like even on the old channel for like 4 or 5 years, well, shit, like 5 years now. I don't like that one has always annoyed me when somebody's like, it's a banger because of low print run. Soda. Not everybody lives on the East Coast. Soda.
But we do.
Sodas.
No, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, it like the
excuse to buy a book or a value raising because of quote unquote low print run. I've never once pulled up my eBay account and saw, oh shit, this book sold 10,000 copies, in 12 hours. Wow, that's a low print run. I can't believe it sold out. You know what I mean? I've never seen that before. Maybe it's happened, but I've never seen it before.
I don't even know you need to go to there. It's just
I'm just saying in general, you know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying in general, like it doesn't matter. Like low print run is one data point. Yeah. The basis of a marketplace is supply and demand. Who gives a shit if the supply is low if nobody wants it?
But that's what I'm saying. In general, the demand is less overall. So they're printing less books. So yeah, I guess, but comparable to the drop off overall of all print runs, it's not really low print. You know what I mean? It's not low print run because it's fulfilling the demand is all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Yeah. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, you guys are saying the same thing. Yeah. It's like it's like sold out at the distributor. That kind of wording where it's like, is it, what do you mean that's sold out of the distributor?
Well,
every store you go to still has copies on the shelf.
Yeah.
But it's sold out, so we're going to second print.
And the distributor is holding back X amount of copies too for
replacements.
Yeah. So is it really sold out? You know what I mean? Like that's a whole different fucking
metric, but it's the same kind of thing that you're saying. It's along that line where the words don't necessarily mean what they're trying to say that they mean.
There you go, Pete. Venom's good. He's got it.
Hey.
There you go. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like even with that,
That has been around a while. That's the reason why I show things. Like I'm showing you the price points. Like this is what I see. You can decide on your own what you want to do.
I'm not knocking anybody, by the way. I'm not knocking anybody, by the way. I'm just saying that the lingo,
that's not the point. Yeah, that's not
the
what
lingo that people keep using, like that one and the other one we talked about earlier, where people are like, "Oh, well, it's under $50, so what?" You know, like those things are just ways that I'm like, "Damn, man, have we not gotten away from these type of things yet?" And it's like, I guess we have. We've seen a lot of change in the market over the last year. I think we can all agree to that, right? We've seen a lot smarter buyers and sellers. We've seen a lot of like the bullshit stuff. Well, in general, we have them. No, in general, we have, Pete. I mean, me and Dub sell a lot, like a lot. So we have seen it, right, Dub? I mean, I'm not talking about pocket, right?
No, you're.
Yeah, I mean, as sellers,
but I agree with Pete. Because there are people that are still buying things because somebody tells them to, like, or they're buying.
Well, no, I'm not even going off of that. I'm going off of people still keep throwing $20 at fucking first Helverine for some reason. That's not smart buying, is what I'm getting at.
No, but that's not 3 Helverines every week. You get what I'm saying?
No. But what I'm saying is, like, we all do some dumb shit.
There was 2 guys that were buying literally every 9/8 and they went bankrupt. Like, because you know, like that type of mindset, you don't see, and you don't see that many people doing that anymore. Or like, what was that stupid saying? And thank God it's gone.
No,
but I know there's a lot of people who are still here.
Starry Night there, AOA.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice. That is actually cool. There's still people who are butthurt. Like a lot of times, you'll see people on the internet, and they'll probably they hate. Dude, these people hate Pete. They definitely hate me. But like, they'll criticize stuff because their theory all the time was, well, your comments are just going to go up. Don't worry about it. Buy now because it's just you could sell it down the road for more and more and more. And they hated when we used to say like, dude, that's not the way. That's not smart businessing. Luckily, we've lost that. Like people aren't saying that dumb shit anymore. So there has been a lot of dumb shit like that people aren't saying anymore, which is good. I just still, for some reason,
it is. But that again, that is why when you see the things and content that I put together, I'm showing you both sides.
Oh, agree. I'm just talking about I'm talking.
No, I know, but I'm also open to if you have questions of why I said something or why I decided to do something, just ask me. I'll explain it if you want to hear. I'll explain it. That's all. Oh, wow. But yeah, Helverine is still selling.
For some reason, those wings always come with a side of crabs.
For Deadly Venoms, I sell mostly at shows.
Yeah,
I set up at local shows.
We've got a show coming up in like a week.
Yeah, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday.
And I got
October 7th.
Yeah, these are in the streets. These guys are selling in the streets.
In the streets, that's what we do.
No, the online web dealers and retailers. Got the
we sell at churches, VFW halls, exposition centers. It just whatever.
Colleges,
college campuses. You got it.
You already said VFWs, right? You already covered the VFWs.
VFW, Knights of Columbus.
I don't sell that much of VFWs or Knights of Columbus anymore.
Yeah, I still do every so often. Not so much.
Wait, you have more questions, Zaggy? Let's help you out. Zaggy,
what do you want to know about life?
One question today.
One question, Zaggy. Only one. So make it good. Whatever your question is about.
All this stuff up here, I just got. I literally got that collection that we've been talking about for the past month and a half.
Oh, nice.
I went this last weekend.
I'm gonna go scalp some of that shit off.
Oh man, yeah. 14.
I'm gonna beat you up over some of that.
14 short boxes and 4 long boxes, and a whole crap load of X. It's all modern stuff. A lot of X-Men.
What do you got by?
Good. How much do you need to sell?
Lots of X-Men.
Let's talk X. Let's talk that.
Late. It's like X-Men from like 150.
I almost bought 2 more cables. I got offered. I just didn't get back.
What weird question is that?
Not a tons of keys. Not tons of keys though.
This is all right. I need filler run shit.
How old do you have to be to buy a lot of things? What?
Yo, Pete, how do you find the actual acceptable?
Here for you 30 in here. Here's one place you can get TerraPeak, which is part of eBay. You can find it there, but an outside source that I like to use because it's kind of easier.
Yeah, just watch out. 130 crashes all the time, And sometimes the shit's not accurate.
You can run into some trouble where it's
Remember,
like
just take 130 with a grain of salt. Take 130 with a grain of salt. It is.
What do you mean?
Well, because sometimes the shit crashes. Sometimes the
oh yeah, but
right.
it's because you don't get the answer. But when you get the answer, you get the answer.
Sometimes they've done fucked up shit where they don't put it in. Yeah. Just.
But you can also use again. It's TerraPeak. It's actually through eBay. If you have an eBay, I think you need to have a seller account to get to it. But
you do.
But it does give you that there too. But I like to use this because it is usually quick. But yeah.
And if it crashes down, don't worry about it. You can just. It will be like 30 minutes an hour. You'll get back to it.
It all depends on how you search.
How do I, Zaggy? This really isn't your question, is it?
What's that? Yeah, you got to be 18.
Fuck the lotto. I'll get the 7 digits. Oh, yeah. If you got, then you could use. Yeah. You could use. What's his name now?
Yeah. Go to your seller hub. Click on research. Yep.
Yeah, your seller hub research, and there it is.
And then you can go there and you can get all kinds of. You can go back a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Best you can find all the best offer stuff.
Just to give you the proper spelling of what you're looking for, it is TerraPeak.
Yeah,
whatever that means, that's what they call it. But
is that your question, Zag? There's no way that's Zag's question.
I think you put him on the spot, and then Zaggy's like, "I got nothing. I got nothing."
I thought that he was going to ask
us
like,
how old do you have to buy nudie books? No,
I thought he was going to ask us how to fill out a cover sheet or some shit, like something like that. How do you fill out a cover sheet? How do you? I don't know. How old Zag again? Is he like 26? Zag's young.
I don't know. I don't think I know. Young. But so Zaggy, let me know if you got your slab because I did send you that. I did send you that book out this week.
He left. He got so embarrassed by his question, he just took off.
Well, I still sent him the book that he won.
East Coast. We're going to Heroes next year. We go to Baltimore every year.
Heroes, you say, huh? I hear it's a good show. I've never been down.
Yeah, people were a little bit, as people know, people were a little pissed off. There was a certain vendor that every time they walked up to anybody who knows me, they'd be like, "Yeah, hey, Marco was supposed to come here and he fucked me because he didn't come." I was like, "Okay, well, good stuff." So, how are we going next year? It was like, it was one of those things where the fucking stars just aligned to be fucking horrible and I couldn't go. So,
I've done a lot of shows on the East Coast and back in the day when I worked for some other people, but I haven't done any myself. My shows are mostly local because
they're expensive too.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work going out there and getting that much time off work.
Especially now, like to move it. I calculated for Baltimore if I were to fully set up out there, right? And if I moved a bunch of shit out there, it would just to get the shit out there, it's going to cost. What the hell was it? Like $950? That's without table parking and all the rest of the shit.
But I'm just getting like what? You're gonna get like a little U-Haul to go bring.
Yeah, then why do that when I could spend that here, everything included, and I have the same turnout. Right. You know what I mean?
See, I do want to go check it out because I hear the Heroes. It's a good show, but again, I'm in Jersey, so Carolina's.
That's what I meant. We're gonna go out. We're not staying up at those shows. We're going out to those shows next year.
Oh, I don't set up. I just like going.
We're gonna go out to Heroes. Rennavision will be at Heroes next year. We're gonna be at the Dayton show next year.
Now that you're saying that, I might. Maybe I'll fly, so I don't have to fucking drive.
Yeah, I'm flying. I'm not fucking driving to shit next year. I'm back to first class, man. That's it. I'm not doing this bullshit driving anymore.
Well, this year, I got a couple vacations kind of caught. The Disney is putting that little damper in my wallet. So next year, I'll be good.
We're thinking about doing something in Texas, though. So for all of our people down there in Texas, just let us know probably where the best con is, and hopefully we can get something to go to
Texas, you say?
Texas?
Yeah. Didn't we talk about this already? We're going to if we can we're going to Heroes for sure. But if we find something in Texas, we'll go to Texas. It's gotta be cool.
I wouldn't mind if I can go out there and meet the meet our Arizona friends, our SNS boys, at least.
Yeah. I've never met any of the Arizona boys.
That's what I'm saying. I drove through Texas once. It wasn't terrible.
There you go.
I'll tell you one
Venom's
thing.
coming.
Dallas sucks.
Does
Apart from the fact that I am not a Dallas Cowboys fan,
I'll be
like
honest with you. I really maybe we're gonna
driving
86
into
that.
the city of Dallas.
I just remembered one thing. Fucking Oklahoma and Texas both suck. So we're probably not going.
It was
either
10
one.
o'clock. Everything was closed. Like we went to a bar at 10 o'clock. They were like, "We're shutting down, fellas." I'm like,
Not
dude,
only
it's
that,
NHL All-Star
do they
Weekend.
have
That's not why we were
anything
there.
else?
We
Do
weren't
they
there
have-
for the NHL All-Star Weekend, but NHL All-Star Game was in Dallas at the time. 10 o'clock, the bar was closing down.
dude. People have to leave their houses. But anyways, my point is, like, I've been to Texas and fucking Texas and Oklahoma. All they have is red meat there to eat, and it just and then like you can't get good drinks, and like if I can't drink and eat good food, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
They did have a giant Hooters though in Dallas.
Dude already stalks us.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It was big. I took a picture between two big owls.
Hooters? That makes sense.
Hmm.
We
Well,
used to have
I've also been to the first Hooters in Clearwater before, so.
Hey, AOA might know this place. We got a place. There was this place called TC Gators up here, and it was based off of a place in Florida called TC Gators, and it was a knockoff fucking Hooters. It was like it was all type of Florida version of it was all about a Florida before.
You want to know
Florida
what the best knockoff of Hooters was? The tilted kilt. What they had like little skirts, like little kilts. I don't think there's many of those open anymore. They don't even wear
Repair Tech. I just remember
that was the best Hooters knockoff was the tilted kilt.
They had tilted kilts out here, I think. But first off, Repair Tech Tony. Yeah, that's what happened. I just remembered I've been to Texas a couple times. Did not enjoy it.
Yes, it was a long drive. Again, when I went through there, my buddy was moving to LA full time, so we drove across country.
Good.
So I drove through Texas.
It's better
him.
when they had celebrated.
Yeah, that was my main. I went once to go visit a friend in Denton, and then I drove across from California down to Florida when I lived there. From San Diego to San Diego to Florida.
I went the other way.
All the way across.
I went this way, and then I flew back from LA once.
I had some really good tacos near Houston.
I'll be honest. I've never been to Hooters before, but aren't their colors orange and something?
Yeah,
it's orange. Yeah.
The reason why I know that is because TC Gators colors, even though it was Gators, was orange. Like that was.
Florida Gators are orange.
Yeah.
Also true.
Also true. Maybe that's why. But they also had Hooters girls wear white shirts too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then so it was like they'd wear white shirts that would say Gators, but the A would be the circle A and the O would be the circle O2. And doesn't Hooters do something where it's HOOs on their titties also?
Well, yeah, they got the O's.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe the E on the other side. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Gators, TC Gator. This is where the difference is. TC Gators food was actually fucking good.
Orange and titties is their color.
Right.
No, but TC Gators food was actually fucking good. The problem with TC Gators was they were doing great. They expanded once. Oh, it's funny too because they were right next to the childhood comic book store I opened that I went to. So like, I'd go get comics, put in my car, and then go over and eat at Gators. And though I'm not a dude that those places are like, I like sports bars. Don't get me wrong, but like that's not like, I'd rather see real life titties than see somebody covering up titties. So, but I
to
go
be fair,
there.
The wings aren't bad. But
they had their wing sauce was fucking great, and they used to have like these. They would do like fried cheese curd. They would do a bunch of shit there that was really good, and then their drinks. We knew some of the waitresses there and bartenders, so fucking they'd hook us up on the drinks. But then they moved to this big spot, and they moved just as like they moved in 08. Like they just redid it and did it in 08. Oh. So that, and I'm talking like 3 times the size of the previous restaurant they had. So you know how that shit went.
Nobody was buying food in 08.
Well, I was. We still were going, and we'd go in there, and there'd be fucking. It was so sad. You'd have bars all to yourself.
Oh, like, 08.
All to yourself.
08.
Housing.
The whole
Correct.
the
That
fucking
one that
bubble
was?
pop. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That one that was. I do remember when I did. Well, we weren't married yet at the time, but I do remember when I scared my wife when I said, "Hey, I don't work for Merrill Lynch anymore." She's like, "What?" We were in the midst of buying our. I think we were buying a condo. That's when we were buying the condo together, and I was like, "Yeah, Bank of America bought us." So when Bank of America bought Merrill Lynch, I remember
We
thinking,
rented
like, "Oh
out
shit!"
for this is how bad it was in 08. There was that Hooters or the Gators place was in there, and this is how bad they were doing. We decided one time for our, because I used to be in this like Dynasty League fantasy football thing. It was like a $300 buy-in. And we're like, dude, what would be really cool is if we could just rent out a place. And so I took second place. It only paid out first, second, and overall points, but it was a lot of fucking money. I want to say for second place, it was something like $1,650, some shit like that, $1,600.
What was the buy-in?
It's like $300 a person, $253.
Okay.
Yeah. But first place got a shit ton of money. Like if you took first place and over most amount of wins, like second place was like getting third place. It was, you got the most amount of money on first place. You got the second most amount of money around most amount of wins. And then second place got like $1,600. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. And so we're like, well, let's go try to find some
no third place where it was just like basically get your entry fee back.
You don't know. And that, there wasn't, it was a fucking rough league, bro. Like people didn't fuck around. Well, eventually it fell apart because people were fucking around, but people didn't fuck around. Like people would get really mad. So we ended up, they're like, well, let's go. And not everybody was in the same state. There was a couple of guys that weren't in the same state. That's actually was the downfall because we found out eventually they were like setting up fake teams and cheating.
Collusion.
But, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But the rest of us were like,
why is he making that trade?
Yeah.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. Super
Yeah.
team.
No, it'd be like, oh, we got a friend that wants to join the league. And then within 2 years, all his good players would be on the friend's team. And he would, yeah, it was fucked up. Because you could trade picks, you could trade everything. We played IDP. It was IDP too. So I don't know if you guys know
IDP too?
No, individual defensive players. So like we literally would draft a full team.
You're playing individual defensive players?
Oh yeah. We had a full roster. I think it was we had was it 38?
I did that once and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
38 or 42. It was something, yeah.
What are we doing with our life?
You have to draft rookies too. So you draft every year. There was a 10-round rookie draft, and like you have an IDP. Like it was crazy, man. It was crazy. So either way, but so here's how fucked up it was. For $1,000, it was all you can eat and all you can drink from 10 o'clock to 10 at night at the bar for $1,000. Or maybe it was $1,250. It wasn't even that much for us. We pretty much rented the place out for $1,250, and like because nobody else was there. I think there might have been 2 other people, and we're just like, okay, you guys can just hang out with us. And we just sat there.
You locals.
Like 12 of us. Yeah, like 12 of us just sat there.
Homeless guys wandering.
And like
they got there at 9 o'clock before you guys.
Yeah, because I think it was we like ordered. We fucking ordered buffet style food or whatever the fuck it was, but they didn't even want to do that. So they're just like, we're just gonna bring you out so much, and if you hit the limit, then you hit the limit. And they're like, you guys we'll just do open bar for you. So we did open bar. I think it must have been all $1,600 now that I think about it. Because open bar, I think, was like for the whole day was close plus tip was close to $800. Yeah. No, so it was about $1,250. Yeah, I think it was. I can't remember. I know it wasn't the whole amount of the $1,600 though. But that shit was crazy. I mean, that shit was crazy because we were just like, what the fuck, man? We had a whole bar to ourselves for a fucking entire day. Also, not a fucking smart move. Just let me tell you, not a fucking smart move. Not a smart move. Yeah, not a smart move. That's just nobody needs to do that. But yeah, that's fun, I guess.
Too old.
Holy shit. IDP, dude. I actually kind of want to do it again. I had a bad taste in my mouth though because of how the league ended. Because they're, like your strategy going in here would be like, okay, you could start off and take a shot the first 2 years, but if you do that, by year 5, you're fucked, right? Or you could play the long game and go like, okay, in 4 years, because I think the league went on for like 8 years, 9 years. But like in 4 years, as long as I don't get too many injuries, like my team's going to be fucking amazing. And that's kind of how it happened. And then just as those teams were dying off, all of a sudden people would quit and friends would pick up the team. You know what I mean? And then because you could trade draft picks. Dude, that shit was so it would take, by the way, it would take all of a month for us to draft. Because what would happen is like that one year when we rented the bar was the fastest we got it done. And we got done in 2 or 3 weeks. Because what would happen?
3 rounds.
What would happen is like, this is what would happen. After the first 2 years, it was all online, right? Because there was a couple of people then that weren't in the state anymore. So what would happen is people would be like, okay, cool. We're going to start the draft up Friday. So like the first round would go, first person would pick, second person would pick. Where's Tommy? Somebody text fucking Tommy. It's his pick. Fucking Tommy would get 32 text messages as his pick. And he'd be like, fuck this. I'm not drafted now today. So then he'd wait till tomorrow. And then at 6 in the morning, he fucking draft. And then starts firing off text messages, DMs. Hey, I drafted. Let's go. Who's next? Who's next? And that would piss somebody else.
You get treated like the goddamn Minnesota Vikings. You didn't make your pick. We're running up to the fucking stage. We're going ahead of your ass.
Plus, you have to remember, drafts, I think, were 16, 20 rounds, some shit like that, because you had a draft. It was 10 rounds.
Individual fucking defensive
players.
players.
Yeah. But you were doing rookies for the next year. So you draft players. Oh, and the keeper, it was full team keeper, I think, right? Yeah. You could keep your full team. Oh, no. We had to cut. Oh, that's what it was. You had to cut your roster. Let's say that your standing roster was 36.
36?
Yeah. Well, dude, you're starting 2 fucking quarterbacks. You start 2 quarterbacks.
You get points for pancakes as offensive linemen.
Yeah. No, you did. Yeah, you did.
Quarterback pressure.
You're starting like hey, hold on. You're starting 12 defensive players
as well as interceptions, tackles.
What'd you have? You had 3 flex players. You had running back, 1 quarterback or 2.
Fucking 30.
You had 3 wide receivers.
It's not worth the $300. It's not worth it. It's just
so you had 14 starters on offense. You had 12 starters on defense.
14 so starters on offense is more than that's actually on the fucking field.
Was it 14?
11 players.
You had 3 wide receivers. You had 2 flex players, so that's 3, 5. You had 2 tight ends, so 6, 7. You had a running back, that's 8. Maybe you had a second running back.
How many teams?
That's 9, 12. Well, no, 14. Sorry, there's 14 teams. 14 teams. 14 teams.
You drafted players on
14 teams.
practice squads.
Dude, no. It gets tough because it gets tough because you're drafting backup running backs and you're starting them like a real team. Like, you know, the guy that only gets like 3 carries and 5 receptions.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no. Plus, one of your flex people is the kick returner. So you're drafting kick returners. And the double bonus is if you get a kick returner that also plays DB, that's fucking your money. Because then you can put him in a DB or you can put him in the flex position, which is fucking sweet. So yeah, I'm sorry, it's only like 9 offensive players and then 9 or 10 defensive. So you got like 20 players anyways that you're fucking starting, right? So you got 20 players you're starting. Then you had another.
That's kooky talk.
Not kooky talk. You need 12 people on your fucking bench because of bye weeks and injuries. So I think that's what you had to get back to. I think you had to get back to 32, and I think you had 42
I picked this up last week.
What was that?
What the fuck is that?
Battle of the Planets.
You want to hear about my 42 people, and then you had to lose them?
You see it?
No, absolutely not. Tilt it. Tilt. Forward, backwards.
I see it. I see it.
How about the back?
Are they releasing one for everyone?
I hope so. Like, I always get a mark, and I never get anybody else because they don't make them. They got 3 deep with the real G heroes. Like, they made a mark, a Jason, and a princess, and they stopped. That was back early 2000s. So I'm hoping this time the Storm Collectibles has been doing. It took 2 years to come out, but man, I finally came in. but I'm really hoping that they go further with all. I want all 5. They made them like Diamond selected all the whole team, but those toys are crappy.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
are
want,
kind of.
they were so bad. So I'm really hoping that this one goes all the way. My LCS guy called me. He's like, texted me. He's like, hey, you ordered this back in like 2021, and it finally got here. Do you still want this thing? And I'm like, yes, I do. I want that.
You ordered this.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ordered this 2 years ago.
Two and a half years ago, I ordered that thing. But it finally showed up. It must have been in previews, is where I saw it.
Trapped in cheerleader.
Yeah, like cheerleaders and assistant coaches is what my
No,
place
it was
had.
great. Yeah, I mean, it was fucking intense. It's like it was like a
Oh,
crack.
dude, he misused the timeout. He misused the timeout.
Oh,
That's
dude.
And negative
no.
points.
I'll tell you this. It was very addicting. It was very addicting because you're like, you are watching. I mean, you're watching all types of weird shit. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, kick return. Well, because I mean, so you get. I think, dude, you should have seen the scoring sheet on this fucking thing. The rules for scoring were like, it was. I think it was like 10 pages, 5 pages.
How weird
maybe
is
not.
that? Like,
Maybe like 8 pages.
I didn't do football back then. I think it was basketball. Like when I was back in college, we did fantasy basketball where we actually used like the newspaper.
Yeah.
Scoring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had to go and you had to manually rebounds, assists, and like that. I remember our basketball.
USA Today.
Yeah, USA Today is the best.
Has the scoring sheet.
I used to use which you used USA Today, right? Because you had it. Everybody had to use the same newspaper.
I think we went with that too. Yeah, I think it was USA Today.
Did you guys ever do baseball?
I did it for a couple years.
Yeah, I did baseball too.
Yeah,
I did baseball in this one.
I've done baseball, but when baseball it was all computer. You know, the internet.
Yeah, the core group that I'm with now with the football league, we've tried all. We did hockey was big for us for a little while.
I never did hockey.
We did different kinds of hockey. Like we tried, like
hockey
like
was tough.
The rotisserie, and we tried the head-to-head by week, and same thing
we
with
did week to week in baseball.
Yeah, it was hard to do. Like it gets really boring, so like people lose interest.
I used to do baseball, and then my baseball league changed how they scored, and I didn't understand it. It was some weird ass point system. It was like, how the fuck did this pitcher get 100 points this week? Like it didn't make sense. I'm like, I understand whip, I understand fucking percentages, and you get a point if you're high.
It must have been sabermetrics. Yeah, sabermetrics. They all skip it to the left.
We were in a 5-person keeper league in baseball, and that was when like Cliff Lee and what's his name from Toronto were pitching, and you had the closer from
San Francisco. When Halliday was still in Toronto.
Yeah, Halliday's in Toronto.
Hey, before he went to Philly.
Yeah, it was right. No, right at it was there, and then they were just going into Philly. Mm-hmm. Oh my god! Holy crap, dude! And yeah, the point system. But then in that league, we finally found out, and this guy didn't cheat, but this guy, what he did was he was paying for 4 teams to keep the league going, and then he would give the teams away to like he gave one team to his dad to manage, and he gave another team to like some bum friend he had to manage because his bum friend couldn't pay. Oh yeah, dude. We're like, guy, you can't be like
why, Sarah? I have no idea why the hell Lillard would go to Milwaukee. Whole time he's like, I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Miami. I won't go nowhere else.
Yeah, that's
nobody else but Miami. We traded you to Milwaukee. Why would you want to go from Portland to Milwaukee?
Maybe he likes cheese.
Maybe he likes Greeks. Think about that. That's not a bad team. That's really not a bad team to go for. Huh? What's that?
Listen, him and Embiid could have won. Go to fucking Milwaukee.
Yeah, him and Akabuku, or whatever that Greek's ass name is.
You tell me you don't know how to pronounce Giannis Antetokounmpo's name, and he's fucking Greek.
He's a different type of Greek. There's different types of Greeks, man. What do you mean? You think we're all fucking related? You think every last one? Dude, you think my fucking last name?
I'm not saying anything like that. That's all you.
4 fucking letters. My last name's 4 fucking letters, not 65,000 fucking letters. All right, fuck those 65,000 letter Greeks. Okay.
Dikembe Mutombo. I remember watching a game when Dikembe Mutombo was on, and they showed all of his names. He had like 15 actual names. He was like,
bro. Well, I mean, I do have 4 different names, but like, no. I mean, not well, one of them is very long. Yes. One of my names is very long, but it's not the last name that I go by. It's, dude, they fucking, No. So no, not all of us have Appadapapapalopoulos, dude. That ain't the fucking no. Yes,
Nah,
we're all very different.
I don't know. I mean, I'm worried about Giannis out there, but Lillard can't stay healthy anyway, so I'm not too. I'm just happy Lillard.
I don't
didn't go
know,
to
man.
Boston.
I think if you do less because you have Giannis out there, and some of that, and they got some speed on the team. So, and they got Giannis' little brother too, so that can't be bad. But like,
Yeah,
they'll be all right.
Got to stay healthy,
and it's the
Middleton's
fucking
got to
East.
stay healthy. Even Giannis has to stay healthy. I'm not worried.
Who the fuck do they have in the East? Miami? They ain't that good.
Nah.
How's Toronto looking lately?
Boston's a pain in the ass because
Boston is, but they're always a fucking pain in the ass. Oh, you worried about the
goddamn Harden? Just I don't want to play. I don't like Daryl Morey.
Yeah, you worried about fucking? You worried about fucking the Nets anytime soon or ever? And no offense, but the fucking Pistons have been an abomination for fucking 2 decades now. It's fucking embarrassing.
They got Cade Cunningham. He's all right.
Dude, the best dude went down and
he's
bought
the only dude
Phoenix.
you got, but he's all right.
Yeah, man.
Because you lost Jeremy Grant, right? Didn't he go to like Portland or something?
Isha should have bought the fucking Pistons and send the bum over here down there to buy the fucking Phoenix Suns. Yeah. Now go green, go white, gonna fucking win a championship for the Suns. We're gonna be stuck with fucking back in the day.
I don't know.
Pistons
The Suns are gonna win because they got Nurkic or Suns.
Dude, I don't give. You know what? Cuban is gonna win a fucking another championship in the next couple of years. Dude, Luka is a motherfucker.
Luka's nice, but
he's nasty.
Their dumbasses gave up Jalen Brunson like he was garbage, and he's just
dude. They're one away.
The Knicks on his
not
own.
only that, wasn't it Portland that was talking shit to him last year, and they went to Game 7, and then Luka was like, "Hey, why don't you stop talking shit? It's bullshit." He goes, "Okay, you guys want to talk when you win?" And the next game, he had more fucking points than them by halftime than all of them. And they asked him, they're like, "Yo, dude, did you know you had more points than them at the whole team at halftime?"
We lost Repair Tech, Tony, but Dilly Benham's is still with us.
Nice.
Some hoops.
Yeah, Luka's a fucking real beast, bro. He walked in there and goes, "Hell yeah, I knew I had them points. Are you fucking kidding me?" That's what I love about him. Like, no matter what you want to say about Luka, he's just like, fuck, he don't take it that seriously. Oh, what about the time he was hitting on that fucking female referee? But it wasn't like cringy as fuck. Do you remember that one?
I don't know about that, but I think the mistake they made was, you know what? I think Kyrie and him could work. That was the mistake.
Why is Kyrie such a fucking cancer, dude?
I think the only one he could work with is LeBron. Like,
yeah, but LeBron hated his ass too.
But they still worked. They won a
title. Yeah, did they though? Because LeBron had about enough of that. LeBron would still be in Cleveland if Kyrie wasn't there.
Maybe.
I think he was just like, shit, man. I can't just deal with. I gotta move. Because what has LeBron done since? Fucking bun a bum on fucking the Lakers.
Well, they had the COVID win. they had the bubble win. Everybody, you're all stuck in Orlando. You can't leave.
How sad is eyebrows too, man? Like, unibrow, I thought was gonna be so like, ugh. You want the guy to win. You want him to be good.
It's hard. Like big.
No, he also gets injured, man. He also gets injured, dude. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to stay healthy as a big guy.
I know. That's what we just said.
Not to mention, if you're a big guy,
we just said that.
Your biggest thing
is
that
started all
that's what started this whole thing.
All the basketball talk.
Dude, who out there? Who in the East? You can say what you want. You don't even have to play. Like, Lillard now can do that fucking save minute bullshit, right? He can just do the, like, we're only going to play important games in, like, 1/3, make the playoffs, and just walk our way
Load management.
Yeah, load management. Because who the fuck? I'm really asking, who the fuck in the East are you like, all right, okay. Because whoever said that the West is a meat grinder, they ain't lying. You want to play the fucking Nuggets? No. You want to play the fucking, old as you want. You don't want Draymond Green kicking you in the fucking nuts. You ain't playing Golden State.
No, you don't want Draymond kicking you in the nuts.
You ain't playing Golden State.
To be fair, I don't want anyone kicking me in the nuts.
And just have him just shooting 80 points from fucking
Go
outside.
green, go white. Draymond's a fucking legend. But I mean, do you want to play? You don't want to play Phoenix. I mean, you're going to beat them, but they still got you're going to get beat up playing them. You don't want to fucking play Dallas. You don't want to, like, LA's fucking old and they're missing their fucking right big toe, but still they can they get hot. You don't want to play them. I mean, what's the East at? Miami. Miami could play against you.
Yeah.
If they're not smoking crack that day, because like Miami's hot and cold like shit, man. Like, dude, their fans.
Miami's a weird group. I still worry a little bit about Boston because
they're the same way as Miami, and
they are too. But they just
the difference is you play in Boston. That degenerate ass fan base is going to stay there the whole time. You play in Miami, if they're down by 2 points at half, at least you don't have to deal with the fucking home fan crowd.
No, but if the dude they brought in, he can stay healthy, the big guy they brought in from Dallas, I can't think of his name. Big 7'4" tall,
BK.
7'4" fucking. Can't remember the fuck his name, but if he stays healthy, he could be a problem.
Hey, BK, how are the Nets?
Kyrie carried LeBron. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Kyrie didn't contribute because he did, but
who is on the Brooklyn Nets anymore?
Now it's Ben Simmons' team.
Oh, nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't want to shoot. Take the ball.
Nice. Oh shit. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Dude, that team was trash. Where's Kevin Durant? Where's Durant play?
Sixers are fucking cursed. They drafted a player, #1 overall, Markelle Fultz. He can't fucking shoot a foul shot. And then they get a guy, Ben Simmons, drafted #1 overall, fucking balks at a layup.
I don't want to hear that shit.
You take it.
I don't want to hear that shit because of two things. One, you could have drafted some white European player that nobody fucking heard of in the top 3 picks of one of the greatest drafts of all time. Yeah, taking him 2nd overall.
What are you talking about?
Do you want me to go through the list of people that we didn't draft? Because I can keep going with.
You want a Darko?
Wade. We didn't draft Carmelo Anthony. We didn't draft. We didn't draft a whole bunch of other.
No, I know.
Shit, I would have taken one of the fucking Plumlee brothers at that motherfucking point, dude. Okay, number 2.
I'm sorry, you drafted Darko. Guess who the Sixers drafted back in the '90s? 7'7" Sean Bradley.
No, just as we're doing.
Sean Bradley.
Yeah, but he fucking. Hey, at least he made a fucking great movie with Michael Jordan. Space Jam, bitch. What did fucking Darko do besides get thrown out of a fucking strip club?
Got into a movie, I don't know.
He was underage in a strip club getting thrown the fuck out, bro. That should have told us something. Number 2, just as we're getting good, they had to do the Malice in the Palace.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the Malice in the Palace, we would have been okay. But they didn't want to see shit out of the Pistons after that. The league did not. Because right after that, what's his name? What's that fucking one ref?
You still got your bad boy time, so I don't want to hear it.
What's that?
We
got fucking the bad boy time. No, bullshit. We should have won another championship in that bad boy time. Because they created those Jordan rules to fuck us. They created the Jordan rule to fuck us out of our 3rd championship. Okay? And our 2nd championship would have come if Malice in the Palace wouldn't have happened. Because they didn't want to have shit to do with us after that. Because they put Donaghy in charge of fucking reffing 85% of our games. And we all know what that motherfucker was doing. Because he went to jail for it. Just rigging fucking games, bro. So.
Just to quickly comment on comics and not basketball, I don't think there has been one.
Since 2018?
I don't think there's a book since 2018 that has the potential of any of those.
Hulk 181.
Or Adventures 12. I know you put 13, but I'm assuming you mean Harley, Adventures 12, and ASM 3. I don't think there is one. I'm not going with Spider-Gwen. And those are all because you got variants in the mix, messes it up too, which changes things because you got regular versions, you got the 1 in 25 incentive version. So it's first Spider-Man, you want this, or the first Miles, do you want the 1 in 25? It's harder to find.
But those were 2010-ish, right? Like,
yeah,
They weren't
Yeah.
2018. So
No,
Yeah,
no,
and then
no,
we get
that's
to
what I said.
2018. Now we're really stretching things because 2018, we're talking about carries like Helverine
yeah, and
and
Spider
Marvel
Boy.
and shit like the new champions. Like we're just gonna mix some characters up and see what people like, and then maybe we'll sell it to them, like Spider Boy.
So what AOA said, Spider Boy of the future.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, you did it, but to 86 that argument, you had Miles Morales.
No, but that again was like what?
No, I know,
14,
but all the stuff you said hurts. That book, Ultimate Fallout 4, hits all of them. There was variant covers. They were showing up at Five Below. There's a ton of them. There's a ton of the regular cover. There's a B cover. There's a reprint. All that shit happened, and it's still. I mean, it's not doing what it was, but it's still doing pretty good. That if you ever
Kyrie
want
played his part. I'm not discounting what Kyrie did. He did help LeBron win the title, but come on.
that whole draft, dude, that whole
Billups?
the Billups, the trade that brought Wallace did the Billups thing because that was like a 3-team trade. We drafted fucking Prince, which was just crazy because he was like everybody hated him because he was too skinny.
Well,
And he
Tayshaun,
worked out.
yeah.
And then taking a shot on Rasheed Wallace, which at the time, people hate. Well, no, remember,
he was a problem.
People,
He was a
people
problem.
didn't like Sheed.
People didn't like him.
People
was
did
a
not like him
problem.
at the time.
I remember
Putting them all together, and then like people always forget. Like we had Barry. We had not even the. He was in my opinion, the better of the Barry brothers. But everybody thought that the best Barry, Rick played. Was in San Antonio. That's who they thought was the best. John Shooter's got to shoot, bro. Shooter's got to shoot. John Barry just drained it. Didn't we have Boot on that team too for some reason? Wasn't Boot on the bench for like 1 year?
Was he? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do remember.
He played on that Chicago Bulls team.
All right.
Yeah, Rip.
This is for you guys.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's Rip Hamilton's foul shot right there for you. Bounce,
that was
bounce,
a foul shot.
Outside bounce, shot.
That was a great. There was
He wore
somebody on that.
the Dashing Cody Rhodes mask.
Holy shit! And then remember we had Corlison on there too. That was like, why the hell he never was good. He only was good on that team. Turned out to be shit. I mean, think about this. Wasn't
blaming you for the malice in the palace?
No, oh no, I was okay. So it's funny because when you see, there's a fat kid there that they always interview outside. We were supposed to be there with that kid to that game, and we were like, "Yo, dude," because we had been going to so many games. But also, too, we knew how bad the Palace was because the Palace was fucking. They allowed you even before they got popular. We're still in the Teal days where we're talking about like after Hill left and we got Stackhouse. They allowed you to be right. I've told them a Tumbo story before. Like they let us sit pretty much the fan section. Yeah.
No.
Who wants to fuck the Madumbo? And he's like, oh. No, but they let you sit.
That when he was like 2 years old. Not in my house.
Yeah. They let you sit right up to the other person's bench. And that jackass that threw the beer, like, let's not rewrite. I love how Steven Jackson and fucking Meta World Peace are rewriting this fucking story. Like those fucking dudes weren't out there punching people in the fucking nuts and jumping into stands. By the way,
still run our test when that happened.
Yeah, they got knocked the fuck out by Ben Wallace's stepbrother too. That big dude, that was Ben Wallace's stepbrother because that row's where we would sit. So the guys got our seat. So behind him was kind of so this asshole throws a beer. He's a dick. And those two fat fucks that went to get knocked the fuck out deserve to get knocked the fuck out. People know better to get on a fucking court. You get on a court, you should get knocked the fuck out. But let's not act like those fucking jackasses from Indiana was the fucking UNLV running rebels where they had a bunch of fucking national scholars on the team and everybody called them criminals. Those Pacers were a bunch of jackasses. They were a bunch of fucking dudes trying to act like thugs that weren't, and they got their ass kicked that night. That's what the fuck happened.
What was worse? Were those thugs, the thug Pacers, worse, or the Reggie Miller, Rick Smits Pacers worse?
No, I mean we hate
As far
Reggie
as
Miller.
annoying, like just to bothersome to you.
No, we Reggie Miller, but we hate him, but respect him. I will never respect that Indianapolis team, that Indiana Pacer team, that bullshit. Well, first off, Carlisle went over there too, which I didn't like. I wish we would have kept Carlisle, but it was a Carlisle red team.
Yep.
He knew what he was doing. He got them fuckers riled up because he's like, those boys are stronger than you, whatever. Ben Wallace, by the way, has only one fucking person has ever talked shitty about Ben Wallace and said a negative thing about him, and he's only had one fucking incident. Holy shit. It just so happens that person's fucking, well, Steven Jackson, but also Ron Artest. Like, those are the only two people who've ever talked any shit. Everybody else is like, Ben Wallace is a teddy bear. He's one of the nicest dudes. He was like, Ben Wallace, they're like, yeah, he was a thug.
Machine.
Yeah, he's a thug. He was out there throwing stuff around. He threw his fucking his little scrunchie at us. Like, they were mad about a fucking scrunchie that he flung into the fucking stands.
No,
that was grounds for a fucking fight. That was grounds for a fight, right? So those guys are fucking jackasses. And they got their ass kicked too. Who was it? They stopped the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah, they want to complain about like a thug. Then my man Oakley, back when I did like the Knicks, Charles Oakley, he was a thug.
Yeah, he was a thug.
He would fuck some people.
Who was it? Do you remember though? Was it Steven Jackson? It was who ran into the stands? It was Steven Jackson. World Peace eventually went.
Yeah, Artest ran in there.
And there was one other guy. And Ben's brother's this big dude. Ben's brother, he's not as tall. His stepbrother's not as tall as him, but he's like,
even Ben wasn't that tall. Like, for the position he played, he wasn't.
No, but Ben's brother was like 6'2", but the dude looked like a bouncer, and he weighed about like 290. He wasn't a small dude, and you see him at one point he got one of the guys down, and you just see him put a boot to the motherfucker on the steps. Actually, he ended
How
up.
the hell did we just spend the last hour talking basketball?
All right, it started with the 37 team.
Sprewell,
Yeah.
hey, Sprewell, hey, Spree, hold on. Spree was not a thug. Spree was just misunderstood.
No, he just choked his coach.
He just choked one coach. He was just misunderstood. Just choked coach.
One coach. Just one
sometimes,
coach.
hey, you never wanted to choke your boss before? I mean, sometimes. By the way, with the I think who was the coach? Because didn't he admit that he had said something fucking sideways to Spree?
I think he did. It was shit.
It wasn't one of the brothers, was it? No.
No.
Dude, remember that time? Was it Jeff Van Gundy hanging on Spreewell's fucking foot that one time because he thought Spreewell was gonna get a fight? You remember that?
Oh.
Big coach for New York. Remember?
Yeah.
Short, not the one that got
not the Miami porn stash.
No, not the one that went to Detroit. Not John. Yeah. The one. Stan. By the way, Stan's the fat.
I like Stan.
John. No, yeah, Stan's the fat one.
No.
Yeah, Stan Van Gundy's the one that coached in Detroit and in Miami. Yeah.
Stan Van Gundy's the fat one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Jeff Van Gundy's the skinny one. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Biggie did rob Anthony Mason.
No, it was PJ Carlizimo. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. It's Jeff Van Gundy.
Choked out.
Dude, people forget this too, by the way. And the NBA's got to make this right. Do you know why Jeff Van Gundy hasn't coached a fucking team?
Well, he was doing TV.
No. Do you remember why he's doing TV? He was coaching Houston, and he goes, hey, these fucking refs are rigging the game. And the NBA fined him so fucking badly that the team had to kick him off. And then 2 years later, he started doing whatever. But he was talking about Donnelly, and they've never given the dude his job back or never apologized or anything to him, too, dude. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, he was good as an analyst.
Artest, they were not infected by Detroit. They were a bunch of fucking idiots. Never won nothing any goddamn way. World Peace.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Really? You're telling me the guy that names himself World Peace is the stable motherfucker that Meta World Peace, sorry, is the stable motherfucker in that situation? Really? Dude, I saw that fucking dude, they do. If you ever want to see, if you're willing to have an open mind, go back. I mean, this is what it's like anybody who tells you we're going to give you a history lesson and they rewrite history. The shit's there. You can go on the internet and look it up, man. You don't have to believe shit that comes out people's mouth, right? You
Yeah.
can go back. The videos are still there. You can go watch them. You don't need a history lesson for anybody. You can look the shit up like encyclopedia yourself. And here's one that you might want to look up. When you look at the bad boys, and then you look at how they're rewriting history on the Detroit teams, the two teams, the Pistons, how they rewrote that whole bullshit for the bad boys is laughable. Not to mention that the Bulls, who hated the Pistons so much, ended up having like 4 fucking players from the Pistons from the bad boys, who were the worst fucking people ever, on their championship fucking team. They had John Sally on that fucking championship team. They had fucking Buddha on that championship team. They had Rodman on that fucking championship team, didn't they? Because last time I checked, they had all the motherfuckers on that championship.
All of the championships, eventually, yes.
Well, they had 6 championships. Sally won what, 3 over
No,
there?
I'm going to say Rodman. Rodman, I think, was what last.
Rodman won 2,
He
right?
replaced the Horace Grant of the first 3.
They still had.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying for bad boys that were the worst ever and they fucking were ruining basketball. They sure did have a decent amount of fucking bad boys over there.
I still did not like Bill Laimbeer.
Okay, you don't have to like him.
Number
2, then how they let the Indiana Pacers, who I know BK's joking, but come on, dude. There's no way they rehab. You're putting Ben fucking
right.
Wallace.
I think he was holding on Alonzo's.
Oh, was it Alonzo Mourning? It was Alonzo Mourning ankle. That is right. That's right. But the way they're doing the fucking the second team dirty too. Like there wasn't a bad guy on that fucking. There wasn't a bad. I'm trying to think because I met most of the guys on that team.
Wait,
I'm trying to think.
There wasn't a bad guy
on the second Detroit team.
On the Going to Work Pistons.
Going to Work Pistons. There was Chauncey Billups, who's pushed around the league and never gave up. He was Boston drafted. That he got the tattoo. Remember, he still had that fucking Boston tattoo on there. They threw him over to Denver. It sucked. Yeah, Rip a bad guy. He'd wear a face mask. They broke Rip Hamilton's
fucking.
Okay, but they broke his fucking face.
And I also didn't like Deshaun.
They literally broke his face. The minute he takes off the mask, they broke his face again. The league didn't do shit about it, and he had to fucking play for like 3 seasons or the rest of his career with broken face because people kept breaking his fucking face. Yet,
Nix, he already has one.
Yeah, he already has one.
We need to draw. It's right there.
So is Quiet Ben Wallace the guy who fucking was working in a factory and then ended up just working his way up pretty much? I mean, it wasn't Dennis Rodman, but like, no.
Yeah, I like Ben. I will admit,
Ben Wallace came out of like a Division III school. Was that the bad guy?
He was only like fucking 6'7".
Oh,
center.
Thuggy McThugback, John Barry. That's the guy that we were all worried about in the streets. Was that the dude we were worried about in the streets? No, what's his name? The guy that was the president of the fucking union, Hunter. Yeah, that's the guy. Lindsey Hunter. Lindsey Hunter. Wow. When I think about criminals, I think Lindsey Hunter's one of those guys. So what I'm saying is like
BK's still blaming you for launching the beer from the grassy.
Go ahead, look, it wasn't me. That definitely was not me. No, that guy's a shitbag. But no, what I'm saying is like if you look at that going to work team, you could say what you want about Bill Laimbeer. Go back and look at that fucking Boston team and go look at that LA team. The LA team was throwing straight fucking punches. Literally throwing, not just against the Pistons. The LA team was throwing punches against Boston. They threw punches against the 76ers. They talked like Worthy wasn't fucking throwing punches against fucking Abdul-Jabbar threw like 15 punches in 2 seasons. So don't act like they're fucking squeaky clean. And Boston be doing Boston shit is all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. So
back when I lived with a couple of when we back not after college, we lived with a couple of guys. My favorite picture we had up was Doc fucking choking Larry Bird, like Doc and Bird ready to go out. That was one of my favorite pictures we had on our wall.
That's what I'm saying. So don't give me that shit that you can't like. Hey man, you could go back and look at fucking the shit that like Hines Ward was doing, or even Steven Smith, and be like, oh, they're dirty fucking players. But at the time, they weren't fucking dirty players. I mean, think about me, Joe Green. You can't fucking. This shit is not legal anymore. But back then, that shit was fucking legal. So you decapitate a motherfucker, you decapitate a motherfucker. Like, you can't compare, bro. And, like, what they've done.
Well, especially when you go back. Especially when you go back in the NBA. Fucking hand checking. Like, it was a different league.
And by the way, the bad boys were so bad that Joe Dumars became a fucking he became a GM and an ambassador for the fucking league. Isaiah Thomas, for as much as everybody wants to shit on him, became a couple head coaches and an ambassador of the fucking league. Bill Laimbeer, for all the shitting you do on him, girls basketball coach, NBA basketball coach multiple times of the year. Not saying that's anything, but he's coaching women's basketball. They'll never give him a job in dudes, even though he fucking wins championships for that nonsense.
This is just funny because it is so true.
It's true. That's what I'm saying.
When you think about the shit I remember watching.
And didn't Oakley play for the fucking Bulls at one point?
He played for a few teams.
Yeah, no, he played for the Bulls against the Pistons, and that motherfucker was dirty as shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you think about today's game, like, you graze somebody's hand after the ball's already left his arm. The ball's already gone. You graze his arm. It's fucking foul. Back then, people were just straight up just like cross-checking. Like, yes, as you're taking a shot.
Yeah, well, that was not made of porridge. The reason why Bill Laimbeer cleared a lot of people, by the way, under the fucking net was because people forget this. One of the championships, they came after Isaiah so fucking hard. They came after him so fucking hard. Chicago did, as a matter of fact, and Boston did too, that he had like a broken ankle while he was fucking playing. He was playing on one fucking foot in the finals.
Stop.
Like, he didn't get that. He didn't get that for fucking playing
hockey. We ain't talking hockey.
No, dude.
Animal.
Hey,
another night.
Dude, if you want to talk about it, dude, I'll give you this. You want to call a Detroit team dirty, go look at them wings. Those Bowman wings, like, you had Proby, but even after you got that, the only reason Primo was on they literally got Primo on the team just to beat the fuck out of people, including Probert when he came back. Like, we put together lines to protect Swedes. And by protect Swedes, we mean fuck people up.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Primo fan too because he did end up on the Flyers. So
yeah. I mean, that's all we did.
Pittsburgh,
dude. Remember when Proby beat the fuck out of that little dude from fucking Toronto? Just beat the fuck out of him multiple times, and then Izzy comes back and gives him the fucking first time you see a championship belt in pro sports that wasn't wrestling, where he goes up behind, just gives him championship.
I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'll tell you this: the speed at which sports are played nowadays, the fucking just pure speed and the collision rate is a lot more. Like you would if you played the same speed that you played now and did the shit that they did in the 70s.
But that's what I think. I don't think you could have.
You'd kill somebody. They'd be dead.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Kill somebody.
If you knew the other guy could just stand up and knock you on your ass, you wouldn't play at the same speed because now you feel like all he has to do is touch me, and I'll draw the foul.
Oh, basketball is a different game. I'm talking about
no. That's what I'm saying. Well, any of the sports. I mean, you think about it. You can think about how regulated fucking football is now. You can only hit people in a certain window. Don't hit him low. Don't hit him high. Don't hit his head.
But that's because that's
leave with your shoulder.
No, but that's the speed picked up, Pete. The speed.
No, I know. Yeah, guys.
Even while they were doing those hits, so it started to get to a point where the speed was getting so fast, and that like you're gonna kill somebody legitimately. Yeah. And like now the speed, like go talk to somebody that's even like if you get a chance. I'm not talking like a starter. I'm talking if you have a chance to talk to a special team. I put on a football charity event every year at Ford Field.
Well, special
team players.
Special
go talk to somebody at special teams. Yeah, no, just go talk to somebody who's on practice squad about the speed. Like, you won't understand. Like they'll tell you going from college to the pros is like going from pee-wee to high school football. It's like you're playing speed of pee-wee to high school football.
Yeah,
like that's how it is. I said that. I don't know if you guys know who Jason Taylor is. Used to be a quarterback for the Dolphins. I sat down with him a couple times to have a couple dinners, and just talking to that guy on the speed of
Jason Taylor.
Yeah, the dude that played quarterback for the Dolphins.
I'm thinking of the defensive end, light skin, bald head.
Yeah,
married Zach Thomas's sister.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He was defensive end.
Whatever the fuck he played on defense.
He was tall and lean, but he was
a guy. Yeah. Nice guy. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. But yeah, when you talk to him,
But he played for the Dolphins, and as a Jets fan, I
Played for
still hated
Dolphins.
the shit out of him.
sure, whatever. He was an ad. Who gives a shit? The speed that he played at. What did I say? He played quarterback. Whatever. He was a skinny
He's
dude.
a
He looked
corner,
like
but
a
yeah,
corner.
I think he was an end.
Yeah. Dude was fucking fast, but like even he was saying like, dude, I can see how fast this game's going, and he still played. I think like 6 years after that, but he was like, how fast this game's going. I think I probably only got 2 or 3 years left, and that dude was a Pro Bowler, man. Saying that, and I think he still had 6 to 8 years left after that.
He was built different for the time. Like that's what ends look like now. Look like him.
Yeah.
But back then, all the defensive ends were still like DTs. Like they were just big dudes.
Big as
like
shit.
Reggie. Like they're all just big guys. Reggie White. Like there's big dudes bull rushing people, not speed based.
Yeah, but when you see those guys, I mean, like that's always like the thing when you talk to Calvin Johnson too. Like, yeah, Stafford put him a bunch over the middle, but he was saying it. He was like, dude, the speed of those corners were getting so fast that like
Megatron was the
fucking Stafford fucked it. He'll never admit it. Megatron won't, but Stafford fucked his career up. Go back, watch some of those tapes. Why the fuck are you throwing slant routes over the middle when that at that time
6'4",
6'4", dude. Like now you can get it because they spread out so much because you have like all these guys doing RPOs and all this other stuff. But back then,
well, yeah, the rules are a little different. You can't get now. You get in trouble. No, you blindsided him.
Well, yeah, they still got that gap. They still got that gapping. I mean, that's the Cooper Kupp route, the tree kill. You know, I mean,
I'm just saying, like that slant route. Now, if a safety just lays out a guy coming across in the slant, he's gonna get a penalty these days.
Jason Taylor was not a lineman. He didn't play line.
Defensive line.
Yeah, D, I guess, but he was in that flex position. He covered.
Yeah. Because, like I said, because his brother-in-law was the middle linebacker.
Venom, go back and
Sure
watch.
he married his sister.
Venom, go back and watch the tape, dude. He did. Yes,
I don't think it's all on Staff. I think he just also reached a point of like Barry and he's like, all right, I'm just done. I don't want to play this shit no more.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I made enough money.
No. I talked to him. He did. He was hurting too much. The speed was just getting away from him. He had that one. He had gone over the middle. Who the hell was it against? Was it the Bears? And was it? It was Allen.
So if
when Allen went to was it Minnesota? Allen went to either the Bears or Minnesota and clipped them. They threw the ball over the middle. He went up for it and he clipped them underneath and he hurt his hip and his knee at that point. Ever since then, that was
that's also what I'm saying. Played for 2 more years. Stafford either. The play calls for a 6'4"
Barry's a bomb
speedster to go over the middle. You don't need that. Just throw it to the outside, let him win.
Yeah, because he hit the jump ball. He hit the jump ball.
Just throw it up. He'll win. He'll come down with the ball.
But that's not what Barry did. No. Jim Brown told Barry to fucking retire. Barry went to Oklahoma and was like, "Yo, you guys fucked me over, so I'm gonna fuck you over. Here's the facts." That's what happened with Barry Sanders. Let's not. I mean, I know they've rewritten history.
To be fair, the best they gave Barry was fucking Scott Mitchell.
In the playoffs, we had a decent offensive line. It's not like we had bums on the offensive line, dude. We had like
there's a reason he had to run 40 yards to make 2.
No. He just did that shit. No. That's not. Go back and look at that shit. Our offensive line great now, good. Stafford was a problem. He was.
Goddamn. We were done with the regular show fucking hour and a half ago.
Well, we told everybody we were going to talk about sports every once in a while.
We should have run the thing so we could at least done our after hour.
Oh.
Dang it. We forgot to run the thing. Yeah, a couple of weeks I'm going to update you guys on my fantasy football stuff. Just really do a quick so see how accurate Marco was on some things. I shared.
Well, I'm pretty accurate because my teams are doing great.
Yeah,
my teams are doing fine too.
Of the draft that you did for my league, so.
Well, I don't know what your problems are, but my problems are solved.
Yeah, my fantasy football team is doing fine, and I'm in a couple of leagues where I don't think a lot of people in the leagues like me anymore.
I got a high man again.
So we have it on our recording, like the picks that you made for the team, and some of the things you nailed right on.
Oh, that's right. We went through the whole thing. That's right.
Yeah,
it's about the whole team doing well. AOA. Mel Farr is the greatest line of all time. Get it right. Mel Farr to the rescue. Mel Farr to the rescue. people.
I
it's
think
only
I
a
prefer
Detroit
James
reference.
Clark.
Yeah.
No, he owned a car dealership and he put on a Superman cape. It was the
And he
fucking.
would fly through the sky selling cars. It was great.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. Nelfa, the superstar. Everybody knows that one.
I know Marco don't like Barry, but I always liked Barry.
I
Yep.
don't.
Marco
I
hates
don't.
Barry,
I
but
like Barry as a player, as a human being. He's garbage juice. That's just unfortunate.
I always liked Barry.
Yeah, that's fine. You've
He's
never
my
met
little
him
brother's
before.
favorite player.
You've
because
never
he
met
was-
him before, have you?
He was blue. No,
Yeah.
I've never been to Detroit either. I don't think. Nope, never been up
There
to
you go.
Detroit.
There you go.
Been to Chicago, not Detroit.
Well,
Not
maybe
even the same state, Pete.
I know. I'm thinking of I was thinking Midwest. How close I got.
I bet to New
Chicago's probably as
Jersey,
close
it's
as
a
I got.
shithole.
That's all I'm saying.
I bet to New Jersey, it's a shithole.
Some
well,
parts of it, yeah.
like I said, maybe next year, Pete. Maybe for the Motor City show.
Motor City.
Yeah, that's in May. Usually like near the end of May. So we don't have dates yet, but oh shoot, I was supposed to.
Exactly.
Dude, what are you talking about? Like, I love how people defend people they've never met in their life. Like, oh, this guy's the best dude ever. Have you met him? No. I have. He's not. He's a shit.
Hey, wait, shut up, poke you.
No, apparently banks own houses. I don't know why I have a deed and a fucking. I heard that. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Apparently, I mean, let me explain how buying a house works. You buy a house, they give you a deed and a clear title. Your name's on the fucking deed.
You got to pay your mortgage.
You own a fucking house, dude. The bank doesn't own your house. If the bank owns your house, you're renting or squatting. That's what the fuck you're doing. That's it. There ain't no in between. And if you bought a house, you know this shit. Because there's so many hours of paperwork you have to sign. You go to either a lawyer or you go to a title company, and they're like, hey, here's a stack of papers this fucking big. Da-da-da. Oh, by the way, this is the deed to your house. Don't lose this. This means you own the piece of property. They literally tell you fucking that. That's what they tell you. Here's one. If you owe the bank $5,000, they don't take your fucking house if your car is worth $10,000. You can option to sell your car, give the bank or any debtor for that fact the $5,000. First off, pay your fucking taxes, okay? Let's get that one the fuck out the way first, because that way you won't have half these fucking problems. Number 2, get a job, because then you can get a house. Number 3, if you owe money to a debtor, they don't own your fucking house. You can sell something or pay them or garnish your fucking wages. You still own a house. So I don't know what it is because I don't watch any of that shit. But I had about 20 people tell me, yo, bro, guess I don't own my house because the bank owns it. And I'm like, what the fuck is everybody talking about? And somebody said that now this is just bullshit and hearsay anyway. So I doubt it actually. Yeah, I know you guys all just get it. There's no way somebody's so stupid that they said nobody owns fucking houses. Banks own all the fucking houses. There's no way somebody's like, Marco doesn't own a house because nobody owns houses. Well, then the fucking deed for my house is wrong then. That's what you're telling me? The deed for my house is wrong. Okay, cool. But
you don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, Pete, you don't own your house either. Dub, you don't own your house. Yeah, fuck with rich, bitch. You don't even have to be fucking rich.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay, he's probably, if you're talking about on field, yeah, he probably is one of the
Sometimes Barry went right, sometimes Barry went left, and sometimes Barry went through the middle.
Sometimes Barry lost 20 yards. That's the ones that people forget.
Sometimes.
I forgot that one.
He still ran 60 to lose that 20, though.
Yeah.
You're all right.
He was all the way here, and then he went all the way back here, and then he went all the way back here.
Yeah.
Pay your taxes, people.
Pay your taxes. You can own a house, too. It ain't that fucking hard. I mean, you don't got to be like me and own it like no debt, but you can own a house, man. It ain't right. The amount of people that responded to me about owning houses, I'd assume a lot of motherfuckers own houses, dude. I I don't get how you don't understand how houses work.
Anyway.
We do.
Anyway,
we
let's.
We only remember the great plays. You're right. That's it. We only remember the great plays. We don't remember that we only made one playoff with how great of a player Barry Sanders was. We only made one playoff, and it was when we got Scott Mitchell, unfortunately.
From the Dolphins.
And then Scott Mitchell, do you guys remember? You'll remember this. Remember he did the Wayne Fonts thing, and it was over. He went and had a party after that win and put the pillow in his thing and grabbed a cigar and made fun of Wayne Fonts. And then, like, never again. Also, might add, where the fuck is I going with Scott Mitchell?
I don't know.
Oh, do you remember what the offense? Do you remember what the offense was called?
What, the run and gun?
No, it's called the Silver Salute offense. And yeah, it was kind of like
it was run and gun when they were trying it with Andre Ware.
Yeah,
Andre
Ware. Andre fucking Ware. Oh my god,
he was going to be the dude.
Anyways, yeah,
I played attention to the lines back then.
Y'all,
Barry.
Thank you, Deadly Venom. Thank you, chat.
Tecmo Bowl, is that what you just said?
Tecmo Bowl's great.
Oh fuck yeah, Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Barry, it was Bo.
Could you? Bo was the best.
Oh, Jackson,
man.
yeah.
Bo, you could run all the way back to the fucking way line, throw the ball 10 yards, have fucking Bo Jackson run down the field 40, and then
yeah, but you guys still at least you had Herman Moore on that Barry team, so we
did. We had Herman Moore. And people forget Johnny Morton wasn't a fucking slouch.
Yeah, Johnny Morton was no slouch.
Johnny Morton would have had an All-Pro Hall of Fame career if they didn't say he was gay. And I don't know if he's gay or not, but the minute that they said he was gay, it ended his career. Did you know? Like that was the weird. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing ever. It was the weirdest thing ever. There was some rumor that he was gay, and then they Detroit's like, well, he can't play here anymore. They shipped him off to Kansas City, I think.
I remember he went to Kansas City. I didn't know that's why he got shipped to Kansas City. Only dude I remember getting called out like that was T.O. calling out Jeff Garcia.
Bro, it's only
walk like a duck.
White Boy Rick's old stash house only cost me $20, dude. That's why I live here. I still own it. What'd you say, Pete?
White Boy Rick.
White Boy Rick. White Boy Rick's like 9.
Gotta give it to my man Dancing Rick.
Anyways, what were you saying? That's why I just hope. I
think we're wrapping up now.
I think we've got the best. We have the best team we're ever going to be. We're not going to win a Super Bowl, but this team, this year, this team is going to be the best we'll see, like in my lifetime. So hopefully, I mean, we're going to probably win the NFC Championship. What's wrong with the team? We've got bull style running backs. We can throw the
probably do better than Goff.
We got a tight end. You know what's funny is we traded.
I think Goff's bad, but I think he could probably do better than Goff.
How? I don't know if we can. Where are we going to get him? What are we going to have to give up to get him? You know, like it's
dude.
Too much
by the way,
feel
free to go back and look at the stats of Stafford, even when he won the championship compared to Goff. Since we've got him, we got the better of the two, and not to mention go look at the stats, dude. People forget that fucking year that Stafford won. I think he threw more interceptions than he did touchdowns.
I'm not saying I love Stafford. Don't get me wrong there. I think Stafford is.
Yeah, you could be a Bronco fan.
Way overpaid there for what he actually is. But I'm just saying, I think you could do better.
Thank you.
That's all. When you're saying this is the best team we'll see.
No, I don't think it is. Think about this. First off, Brian Branch, thank God they drafted the dude. I know you can go check the tape. I've always loved that dude, and we got him for a steal. We're never going to have that situation lined up again. Our coach is not our head coach, our offensive coordinator. We have never in the history of the Lions had such a good offensive coordinator. And our defense, now that they figured that you could put Adrian Hutchinson on the inside because he only got one fucking move. The guy, you drafted a fucking dude that's only got one fucking move, right? He's got that tap, slide shit. That's the only fucking move he has. But if you put him inside,
right here,
because all they got to do is put.
You don't even order no pizza. Right here. That's where you live.
Right here. Exactly.
Right here. That's what.
Anyways, but if you put him inside,
I got you hitch with the hitch.
Yeah, we're not doing the hitch thing. You have to at least double team, which takes up 2. And that opens up a lot of options. Almost all of our sacks last week And most of our good plays for a loss was when we put Hutchinson on the inside.
No, what he's saying, Pete, is that there's no way this group of guys that we have right now that we're not going to get it, and feasibly, there's no way for us to get a different quarterback with the resources that we have.
No, there's no
Like
way.
we can't draft a better quarterback, we can't trade for a better quarterback.
We
and what we have
traded
to give up to get it.
Could have lost your quarterback after 4 fucking plays.
Yeah, but think about this. We traded away. Think about how lucky we are on this. We traded away a tight end, picked up a pick, got a better player, then got a younger tight end who's costing us $9 million compared to the tight end that's costing $66 million, and they have almost exactly the same stats. When the fuck what the fuck? I mean, Laporte's got more yards. He gets more yards, but there's one more touchdown for head. But that's
no, I get it. I'll agree with you. You don't want to spend top dollar on Hawkinson. He's still a good player.
We're doing that move and all the other moves we did. We got Brian Branch, who should have. This was the weakest draft you've seen ever, and we literally
still waiting on Gibbs. Still waiting on Gibbs.
Gibbs is good. What do you mean?
I know. I'm just waiting for him to break out.
But I mean, we got the number one.
You have him on your fantasy team?
I do.
But think about this: we got the number one secondary player in Brian Branch. He's already in Dory. He's number 4. He's the number 1 overall for secondary. We've got Jack Campbell, who in a
did
weak
lose
class,
a man from the Eagles, though.
Yeah. We didn't get a DE.
I'm just saying that kind of sucks.
We didn't get a DE. You're right. We didn't get a DE. You're right. We didn't get a DE. But
what's his name?
CJ Gardner Johnson.
Oh, Gardner Johnson.
He was good, but he got hurt.
No, that's all right. That's all right. What I'm saying though is then we picked up the number 1 overall ranked linebacker in Jack Campbell, which is fucking ridiculous. We pick up the number 1 tight end, which is fucking ridiculous. The number 1 utility player in Gibbs, which is ridiculous. Like we got when's that ever going to happen again? When's that ever going to happen again? It's not. We're not going to get all that.
They're not going anywhere. You got him for a couple of years.
Oh, and the NFC North is trash this year. Bears are going to do something to us?
Oh God! Don't even talk about the fucking Bears.
And God, I love go green, go white. Love Kirk Cousins, but like that team's fucking beatable as shit because they got no defense. They got 0 fucking defense, and I think
they got no running back either.
Yeah, I think we can pace out the game to beat them. So what do we have to worry about? Jordan Love. I mean, I'm not going to talk bad about the team we're about to play tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. But you better
right. You guys do play tomorrow.
You better fucking hope.
Tomorrow night.
You better hope we don't fucking. You better hope we don't. You just better hope. The Green Bay fans are very chippy right now. You better hope we don't. That's all I'm going to say.
Just all buffed out.
Oh, their chest. Oh, my God. They're full of fucking crappy bourbon-made or brandy-made old-fashions. Brandy-made old-fashions. Who the fuck drinks a brandy old-fashioned? And fucking cheese curds, dude. They're all jacked up on that bullshit. Oof. Yeah. Dude, that guy is, look, this is what you got to say about Coach Tucker. He ain't smart. He's pretty stupid, dude. Pretty stupid.
All right, with that said, let's wrap up. We're almost at 1 o'clock.
Yep. I thought I was going to bed early tonight.
Yeah, so did I. Well, we were done 2 hours ago.
I don't know what we're doing.
We got
I don't know.
We decided
I don't know,
to do a
Booster.
show.
Yep.
Which I got no problems with. If you guys want more sports, we can do a separate show and talk more.
We gotta go.
Tomorrow night, you can catch Dollar.
I will try to get Dollar Bin Digging out for tomorrow night because the CBSI Hot 10 will be out on Friday, along with the Get Off My Lawn Boys going live right after.
Nice.
I hear that CBSI Top 10 show is pretty good, Pete. I hear.
Well, it's my list, so I like my list.
Well, yeah,
getting some good feedback. People are talking about how there's a lot of research and information put behind the books, and people are.
That's what I try to do.
Starting to pay attention.
Dude, there's some funny. Yeah. All right.
Saturday. So Pete talked about Friday, Saturday night. SNS with the boys: Kyle, Matt, Sticks, Brucifer, Sam. We'll be there, keeping you updated on the latest hijinks and anime news and dodgeball news and
a new update on HR rules. I hear there's a new HR manager coming out.
Yeah, it's our new.
I heard.
Yeah. HR will be there as well, so you can get the update.
Our new head nerd in charge.
And then Sunday night,
We should pay him less.
we should. Yeah, that's a good
I don't
idea.
think we could pay less than nothing.
Sunday night, Star Wars. So if you all caught Ahsoka last night, I'm sure Marco's got some things to say. I know some people have watched it twice at least before Tuesday night was even over. A couple people had already watched it twice, so
No,
I can't wait.
One person says they did, but we don't believe them.
I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear all about it. So Sunday night, Tales from Dark Side, 9:15 right on this channel, and then Monday you'll get the Wednesday watch list. And for you, the members, you'll get a little bit early, but for the rest of us, we'll get it on Monday night, and we'll get it on Monday. So thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us for the past 3 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you all so much. You guys are amazing.
Hey, we're actually got some cool stuff going on besides the Ahsoka review on Star Wars. You might want to tune in this week. And we should pick up a sweet book. So
yeah, you guys.
All right, sorry about that, Dub.
Interesting.
I was just looking at a book that he just picked up. That's pretty sweet. So
awesome.
All right.
All right. I guess we'll see you guys all later. All right.
Thank you.